Hello, happy Monday, everyone. How's everyone doing? Why is the music so quiet today? Spotify, let's raise it up a little bit. I need a different song though. This is not the vibe right now. Sure, we'll listen to Bridget Mumler right now. Well, welcome in, Goblin. Hello. How's everyone doing? How was your weekend? How was everyone's weekend? I had quite the weekend. And I'll tell you about it in a second. I'm gonna do first and stuff. Evan, welcome in. You were here before she even started, so hello, welcome in if you're still here. Mia, congrats on first. Look at you go. Mateo, Lena, Meg, and Jetpack being so speedy with all those ducks. Look at you guys go. Let's see who else. Also, my audio was sounding all crackly and stuff. Hopefully it wasn't crackly for you guys. And I think it might have just been my headphones. Or that my computer was just mad at me or something. So, fingers crossed that you guys didn't really hear it. And it was just me. For some reason. Asa, welcome in. Hello, Nay, welcome in. Bimka, hello. Goblin, hello. Not crackly for you, perfect. And it's like right now it's not crackly, but it was during the starting soon. Like that audio specifically was crackly. So don't know why it was like that, but it's fine. It's fine. But how's everyone's weekend? Also, it's Good News Monday, so feel free to share some good news. We love hearing everyone's good news. So I'd love to hear some. Also, Goblin is so dizzy today. Look at you go. Look at you go. Something just happened in my throat. That was weird. I don't know what's going on, but it's fine. But you guys, I had quite the weekend. I also, so on Saturday, I scheduled my whole day. Like my whole day was booked up with doing nothing because I've been so busy and I haven't had time to like just do anything for myself. So was like, I'm doing nothing on Saturday and it was great. I played too much Planet Zoo. So you know how I had like 11 hours in Planet Zoo when we played on Thursday? Well, now I have about 22 hours in Planet Zoo. Since Thursday. I got about 12 hours in Planet Zoo since Thursday. Or like 10, something like that. Couple you guys email, heck yeah. I already know, but it's for everyone else. I officially registered my LLC for the weekend. This weekend, once I'm close to making my passion a job. Heck yeah! Woohoo! Go Mia! Very exciting news. I did already know this because yesterday, on Sunday, I spent the day with Mia and Mia's friends in Central Park, and it was delightful. It was very hot, and I was disgustingly sweaty. But it was delightful. Now my hip really hurts, though, from sitting on the ground on a hill for 5 hours, but it's fine. It's fine. It's probably not fine, but it's fine. Good news, which is, I'm blocked at work. I'm on my lunch having some chicken nuggets. Heck yeah, Evan. I hope you're having some good nuggets. Nuggets. Wow. IRL meeting. We had an IRL meeting. This is our second time hanging out though. We had pizza one day. We went and got pizza. Like at the beginning of the year-ish. Sometime around then. Worth it for the crafts. It was worth it for the crafts. It was a good time. The crafts were fun. I'm like 45-ish or so % done with freezer running crosses that I started yesterday, basically. So that was fun. And I met new people. They were all lovely. We had a good time. We had some good food. I took my s'mores bars. Everyone loved them. So it was a great time. It was very fun. Weekend Saturday was definitely good movie choice. I'm glad you had fun, Evan. Chat voted for it. We just had to vote for it in Discord. But I'm glad people enjoyed movie night. It was really fun. I haven't watched Parent Trap for a long time, so it was really fun to watch it again. So yeah, I'm going to be in NYC at the end of September. Bimka fun! What are you going to be in NYC for? If you want to share / our comfy sharing and all that. Don't tell me if you don't want to tell me. But very fun, exciting times. New York's a good time. And like at the end of September is like a good time, I feel, because it's like we'll finally cool down a little bit. And it'll be nice. It'll be nice at that time of year. Why does my water bottle smell like soap? It kind of smells like soap, but I haven't washed it in the last like few days, so don't know what's going on with that. Husband and his brother are very into golf, and they got tickets to the Ryder Cup, which I guess is on Long Island. Fun! That's so fun. I hope you have a good time. You have a good time. Every time I see so many things on TikTok about like good places to get food in the city, and it's like all in Long Island, and I'm like, well, that's not helpful for me. I can't, like, Long Island takes 12 years to get to, especially from Jersey. But hey, you could probably find, if you want to go search on if you're looking for some good places to get food, TikTok has a bunch. And I believe there's a place, an ice cream parlor where the staff sings show tunes. So that's fun. On the west side, I'm not going exactly. Long Island's too far away. I get there's a lot of theater on Long Island though, and I always see auditions for stuff there, and I'm like, I always have to weigh the option. I was like, is this a good enough show / enough pay to bother auditioning for something that's in Long Island that I'd have to commute for several days a week? Usually it's no. Usually it's no. My nieces and nephews did the Freakier Friday yesterday, and it was great. If anyone was considering seeing it, like, because I read the original, that's so good. I was kind of concerned about it. I will say, I don't think I've seen the entirety of the first movie, at least in one sitting. I know the story, and like I love the musical version of it. And if you guys don't know the musical version, the music in it is incredible. I love it. It was my like summer 21 soundtrack, basically. I listened to it every day to and from going to Costco for work. So it's a great time. Our neighbors used to also live in MC, so they gave us a bunch of tips too. We sang in Brooklyn, which I love. Nice, Brooklyn's nice. If you guys like trains, husband and I went to the Transit Museum for his birthday last weekend. If you like trains, it's really fun. It was a great museum. You could go through all of the old train cars and everything that they had. It was a good time. And it was cheap too. It was like $10 a person, so pretty cheap for a museum as well. Robin, welcome in. How are you? You'll be on that because of work. I hope work is going well for you today. You're welcome, and it's a lot of fun. It was a really good time. Tanda, welcome in. Hi, Raiders. Hello. Unfortunately, I cannot let your raid message through because we don't allow any sort of profanity in chat. But I'm so happy to see all of you. But hello. Panda, how was your stream? What were you guys getting up to? But I'm so happy to see all of you. You're valid, you're loved, you're incredible, and you're all in the world. Heck yeah. Sucker, I love the raid message. It's a very good raid message. It just has a swear that we're not allowed to have in chat. Kyla, welcome in through the raid. How are you doing? Another raid message. It just has a thing between incredible and deserve all the pizza in the world. If a mod wants a screenshot it, you can put it in the Discord because we could swear in Discord, but it's just not allowed in the chat. We're gonna shell challenge. Fun, very, very fun. I love a good shell challenge. I haven't worked on someone else's shell challenge in a long time, and I really shouldn't. And I know Morgan has one. I don't remember what it's due, but maybe I'll work on Morgan's if I have the desire to off stream. Because all of our next 2 weeks are full of Magnolia Promenade building. So, but I feel like I need to work on August 26th. I could probably get that done off stream. Maybe even we could do that on stream. We'll see. But I'm like, I miss doing someone else's shell challenge. Because the people I normally do shell challenges for don't stream right now, so I have no shell challenges from them. But it's fine. It's fine. Asa, welcome in. How are you? But I'm so happy you're all here. Pan, if you need to leave a lurker raid and run, make sure you're doing any self-care that you need to go do. I know streaming can take a lot of energy, so go get snacks, drinks, stretch your legs, take a nap, do whatever you need to go do. And Raiders as well, make sure you're taking care of yourself and doing all those things as well. There's a mid-century modern rainbow challenge. I love a mid-century build. Hello, Morgan. We were just talking about your shell challenge. Gotta go get kids from school. Yes, go get the kiddos from school. Be safe. Have a safe drive. But for anyone who's new, my name is DizzyMissLizzy. I'm a Friday streamer with the majority of Sims. Also some other cozy games like Stardew Valley and Palia and Tales of the Shire and Nancy Drew and just things like that. We played some Planet Zoo recently. We've actually played a lot of games recently from last week. And just so you guys know, we are a more family-friendly stream, so we are 16+, so we don't allow things like profanity in chat. But no one's gonna get in trouble for saying something because it'll get on a button. Like, it's fine. No need to worry. But I'm so happy you're all here. Happy you're all here. I was mean to everyone with that shell. I love that. I love when a shell is mean to me. So I did see it, and it looks like I could do good. I'm like, it feels like something I could do. It feels like a good time for me. So I love a challenging build because I haven't been doing a lot of like challenging builds for myself. So we'll see. We'll see if I have time to do it. Morgan. I did a quick little raid video to show everything the vibes of the stream though. I should just raid because this is where I would be. Anywho, that's so funny, Kyla. That's so funny. I did a quick little raid video to show you guys the vibe of the stream, and then we will get back to chatting because we've only been on for about 15 minutes. So here is the raid video. Get your bush ready. It's time to lick. Everything is fine. I forgot about this! I'm gonna send a test alert. Don't be alarmed. I got alarmed. Did I get a strike? Please someone take a screenshot. Ah! Blink twice if you're an alien. Is that a spark plug in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Ah! Stop playing with your balls. That was not how I should have said that. Stop playing with your soccer ball. Ah! That's a clown. That's my son. So I need to drink water and touch grass. Fish, 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 fish. Not a pomegranate. Fish. Ah! I got it! Community lots are not my forte. Oh, we're being burglarized again! There's another one! I'm getting dramatic for no reason. Again, everyone, welcome in. I'm so happy you're all here. I hope you enjoyed the raid video. I keep meaning to like edit the raid video because the music keeps getting caught on YouTube. So I think I'm going to change the music for the raid video because I'm tired of my videos getting copywritten on my VOD channel. I love when Lizzy's dramatic for no reason. Honestly, I love being dramatic for no reason. So it's a great time. I also, every time the Forte clip plays, I always am about to like, change back because that's what the last clip was in the last raid video, and I keep having to like remind myself that that's not the last clip in this version, in the new one. Capper, welcome in. How are you doing? Also, we can do our drink prediction. I also realized on Saturday I was sitting here at my desk playing Planet Zoo, and I got a thing in my activity feed on Stream Manager because I was just have it open. And it was like prediction ended. So on Friday we forgot to finish the prediction for Camp Cup. We forgot to finish the prediction. So my bad. Everyone got their points refunded though, so no one like lost their points. We just forgot to finish it, so it's fine. I don't even know like what was everyone's like what was the one that like had the most or anything. Also for beverage wise, I have one beverage because I did not make a second cup of coffee even though I wanted to because I was running out of time. And I think I'm out of sparkling water and I didn't feel like drinking a Powerade. I've also only been up for 2 hours. I didn't get up until 11 a.m. So I didn't have time to think about more beverages because I was asleep until 11 a.m. because my husband didn't realize that I hadn't gotten up yet. So he didn't think about like waking me up because like, I never sleep till 11. You guys, I slept so much this weekend. I slept on Friday. I turned my alarm off for Saturday. Like I made my alarm at like noon. So I was like, if I'm still asleep at noon, I need to be woken up. But I slept for like 11 hours last night and on Friday night, and Saturday I slept for like 10. I slept so much this weekend and I don't feel any better. That's really annoying for me. But it's fine. It's fine. That's where we're going to the doctor for things. So we'll get that sorted out why I'm so tired, but it's fine. But yeah, I slept so much this weekend. It was delightful, but it also now is messing up my sleep schedule for the weekend. And like I had alarms going off. Since 8 a.m. and I just didn't wake up to them. So that's how that was. This plan number forgive me, but I was a few minutes late because I fell down the whole rabbit hole and I found that there's a whole community of people who hate Ben Platt and I don't understand. Oh yeah, I'm kind of there. I don't love Ben Platt. He's kind of not a great person, if I remember correctly from a lot of stuff. He's also a Nepo baby. But that's a whole other thing. I think a lot of people don't like him because he's a Nepo baby. Like a Broadway Nepo baby. Because his dad is one of the producers for Wicked. So, but Ben Platt recently, Kelly Clarkson, the song Diet Coke or something. I don't know what it was called. It's something like Diet Coke or something like that. There's like a song, but it's like a meme song or something. I don't know. But he Kelly Clarkson did it at a made up fake award ceremony that happened. It's a whole thing. I've never been on the prediction. Hey, that's okay. One day will be your day. I feel like we're gonna finish Magnolia Parma this week. Well, that depends, Mateo, because I'm still kind of trying to figure out how exactly I want to do it. Because we're gonna have 3 small businesses and 1 retail store, and they all kind of have to have owners, which kind of means that we need to have Sims for it, and I don't know where to put the Sims. because I don't want to release the owners for those businesses. And so I need to have Sims for them, but I don't really have Sims that can own them that we already have made. And I don't really want to release them without Sims. But I don't really want to make Magnolia Promenade residential whatsoever. So I'm not sure what we're doing for that. We're gonna have to figure that out. So very blue, you forgot. Several of you are still your color, from camp. So the thyroid issue, but we did all the blood tests recently. I don't really have a thyroid issue right now. At least that was caught on the blood work that we did. There's some other stuff though that we're working on figuring out with my doctor, and I'm gonna be trying new medication and stuff.
You're my friends now.
Which I need to message my doctor because I contacted the pharmacy that was supposed to contact me when it was ready, and they did not contact me even though I called them and left a message. They did not respond to me, and so I need to contact my doctor because I should have had it like a week and a half ago. So should probably do that. You're gonna come in. I never felt rested. Oh yeah, same. I never felt rested. I haven't felt rested since I started working at Costco. Like I have not felt rested since then. I once in high school turned off 7 alarms in your sleep. I love that for you. I just don't wake up to my alarm is what is happening. Like I just don't wake up to it. Like it goes off. And I don't hear it. And husband doesn't hear it really either. Because like it'll either be on my phone or also on my watch. My watch will vibrate. Which I almost always wake up to. At least at some point I'll wake up to it. But it just was not. I was not waking up to it. And my watch very much was like, oh, alarm. When I woke up, I looked at my watch. And it was like, alarm, alarm. But it like wasn't playing. Like it had been there since like the last time it went off. I love Ben Platt. He's a Nepo baby, but he's actually talented. He's also pro-Palestine. Well, that's true. That's all very fair. That's all very fair. But he's kind of not a great person. Just like personality-wise. He's just like, I feel like he's kind of just like, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot about him recently, so I'm not remembering exactly what the issues are. But like, unfortunately, I hate that he's so good. I think it's so good. I also have seen him in a show. I saw him in Parade, which was really good. And he was incredible in Parade. I answer phone calls in my sleep sometimes. That's wild, Asa. I've texted people in my sleep before, but not since I don't think in high school. Pepsi. Okay, that's what it's called. So Diet Pepsi is the song. Hi Danny, how are you? The alarm clock that's super loud and a little car that runs away from you. See, that would make me angry. I love not having to wake up to my alarm. Like I am so much more pleasant in the morning when I'm woken up just on my own, which means I just husband. I almost called you Brink. I never call you Brink. Husband, hello, with a 46-month resub. What the frick are you doing? Why aren't you using the Prime? Why aren't you using the Prime? You're just wasting money. No, it's not the Prime. It's not the Prime. Don't call him his legal Twitch name. I know. I almost called him his illegal Twitch name. His shirt is coming today. Heck yeah, Mateo. Yeah, don't use your Prime on me. Don't use your Prime on me. Don't actually sub to me. You're wasting money that way. You're just throwing away $250. You're just getting Twitch money. But thank you for the resub. Enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Brink Marie. Wear my Kim Dizzy shirt again today. Heck yeah. I actually really like my Kim Dizzy shirt. I need to wash it because like it has a weird texture right now from being with like the dye and not like I haven't like washed it. Like I washed it before I dyed it and then like I rinsed it out and stuff. But I hadn't washed it because of like the rest of the week I was gonna wear it. So I need to like actually wash it, but I'm afraid it's going to bleed a lot. And I also don't have a dryer, so I have no way to like really set it. So I have to figure out how I'm gonna wash it and also dry it and like set the dye. So we'll see. We're gonna come to the shirt again today. Heck yeah. Oh, I already read that. But look at you go. My best friend, the main issue is I will have a compliment. I don't always remember what we talked about. That's so fair. I also never remember what we talked about. Like, if you ask me anything that we talked about yesterday when we were crafting, the only thing I remember was we talked about the Nintendo Switch too for a little while. That's really all I remember that we talked about. Everyone's middle name is Marie. It's true. It's true. So this person with the middle name Marie. So I don't think we should do the weekend trip we were talking about. Why? You seemed excited about doing that. And 90% of people with my first name also have the middle name Marie too. That's so funny. Your middle name isn't Marie. Mine isn't either. The vinegar. I do have vinegar. I had a feeling that vinegar helped set it, but I also was like not sure, and I never Googled it. So if I just like soaked it in water and vinegar for a little while, would that be good? Or just like pour some vinegar on it? I probably should have just Googled the better ways to set it because I like was trying with heat because I was using a hair dryer because we don't have a dryer, and it worked enough that I didn't like get on my skin at least, so that was great. This is my name. So I was go with Marie, Lynn, or Anne. That's so funny. Legal middle name is weird, but I don't have a chosen one. But now I guess it's Marie. Hey, there you go. There you go. Everyone's middle name is Marie, except mine isn't though. We'll talk offline. News making look bad this week. Oh, that's so valid. I forgot that news would impact that location. I forgot that news would impact that. Lizzie Marie goes well though. Elizabeth Marie is I definitely know people who have that name. But mine is not Marie. Mine's an Italian middle name. If we have an entrance sound, we can have one redo. Yeah, so if you've already redeemed your entrance sound and if you'd like a new one, you can let me know. And we can get you added back into the channel, or you can always just send me like through DMs like the new sound that you like. So you have one change basically after you redeem it. If you want to change it again, you have to redeem it basically. But yeah, so if you want to change yours, Bimka, either just DM me the sound clip, or we'll get you back added into the channel in Discord. Daniel Marie. Honestly, Daniel Marie sounds very good. Lizzie Cannoli. If I wish my little name was Cannoli. Lizzie Gabagool. Ravioli. Ravioli is definitely my middle name. Ravioli. Although, actually, I'm going to say lasagna because I make the best lasagna ever. So I'm going to say my middle name is lasagna because that's how that works. That's how that works. I make the best lasagna, so my middle name's lasagna. So, but actually, my middle name is actually, it's a family name. That's Italian. And there are people that I know who have this name or like just use that for things, and no one pronounces it the same way I do, and it always makes me upset. And so but like whenever I see someone with that name, I always say it like on stream. There's been a few people who have come into stream with that name, and I always pronounce it the way that other people pronounce it, so that it's not like weird. Elizabeth Lasagna, Dizzy, get down here. Middle names make me want to watch Sopranos. We've been saying we're gonna watch Sopranos for a long time, but instead we're watching Only Murders in the Building for all the way through for like the 17th time because this new season comes out in September. Comes out in less than a month too. I was not being nice today, so I shouldn't know what was going on, but so glitchy. Oh, I'm so sorry, Lena. That's so frustrating when it's not working. That's so frustrating when it's not working though. But yeah, we've been meaning to watch The Sopranos recently. I'm watching That's a Raven on Hulu while sick. I love that. I love That's a Raven. I never watched it when I was a kid, so it's not like super nostalgic for me. But I watched it, I think at some point while I was in college or something, I was watching it. And it's a really good show. It's a very good show. So Raven is so good, yeah. And like I didn't see a lot of like the classic Disney shows. Like I never saw that Lizzie McGuire until I was a little bit older too. Like I think I was in high school. Or no, I think I watched Lizzie McGuire at some point when my sister got Disney Plus or something, or we were paying for. I don't know if we've ever played for Disney Plus. But I think I watched it on Disney Plus after Disney Plus came out, so like in college. Middle name was almost Apollonia, which was my great grandmother's name, but they went with Anne instead. That's quite a difference. Hi, Khalid. That's quite a difference in names. But Apollonia is a great name. That's a really good name. Oh, the shoe psychic, 10 out of 10. Same. It was great. Me and my sisters have the most generic middle names ever. I love that for you. Is it Marie, Anne, or Lynn? Or Elizabeth? Elizabeth is also a very common middle name. It's more common as a middle name these days, I think, than a first name. Rose Raven's fashion. Sorry, yes. Raven was the epitome style, honestly. My name is not Kay. Surprise, surprise. You know what? I actually knew that. Colleen, how are you doing today? Marie, Nicole, and Renee. Oh yeah, those are also very classic ones. Those are classic ones too. Avalon is a beautiful name. It really is. I've never heard it before either. So that's a very good name, honestly. It's a very delightful name. I like it. So honestly, names are cool. I love names. I love names, especially like learning new names that like I don't know. I love that. What's her name is Lynn? Too. That's so funny. I need to leave so I don't dox myself. Yeah, don't dox yourself. husband has an interesting name situation, so. But yeah, don't dox yourself. I mean, you're the one who chose. You're not the one. You're fine with your name being online. I just didn't know if you were when I first started shaming, so I just called you husband and never stopped. So if you want to share your name right now, you can. You can. I don't have a middle name because my whole name is really not, which they thought was enough, I guess. But I'm super obsessed with middle names, so not only both my sons have them, but so do my dogs. I love that. I love that. But no, your middle name is Marie. Lots of husband's name's Apollonia, probably. Why you dox me? You can't really stop doxing my husband. I actually don't think anyone in husband's family's name is Marie. I don't think anyone's is Marie. Although I don't know his mom's middle name, I don't think. But both of my sister-in-laws, I believe, have their middle name is the same. Which I think is funny. Both of my sister-in-laws have the same middle name, I believe. If I remember correctly. Husband's sister has, I know for sure, has, but I'm pretty sure brother-in-law's wife also has the same, like, they have the same middle name, which I think is funny. They're not Marie, no. I'm not gonna tell you because I don't want to, like, dox my family. Especially because I've said my sister-in-law's first name before sometimes, because she's the one in chat. She's Eve Apologist in chat. I've said her name in stream once in a while, so I don't want to give you her first and middle name. Troublin doesn't like Magnolia, so I don't get to use it, which makes me a little sad. You should use it though. You should use it at least on something. For something, you should use it, like a cat or something. Dogs are Jax Kanan, Diego Fernando. My brother's dog is Bundy, and sometimes he says his middle name is Theodore, but sometimes it's Robert. Maybe it's Theodore. Maybe it's Bundy, Theodore, Robert. Maybe it's two middle names. I do know people with multiple middle names as well, so maybe it's two middle names. Maybe it's two middle names. Sometimes that's how it works. It's a hyphenated middle name. It's a hyphenated middle name. Because like I know people who, especially there's one girl I grew up with. She had, her middle name was Anne. That was her first middle name, and then her second middle name was her mom's maiden name, and then her like last name, which was her like the family name, her dad's last name. So, but it was like her middle name. They were both her middle names. This is two middle names. That's how his was. Yeah, I feel like that. I don't know if that's how common that is to like have your like the mom's maiden name as a middle name, but my friend was. The theater was a little on the nose. Hey, that's okay. That's okay. I have two first names, but no one calls me by them, so sometimes I have a second name as my middle name. Love that. Love that. No one uses my first name either. I've been called a nickname since I was probably like the age of like 1. Like the only people who ever call me by my first name was my neighbor, who was basically another grandmother, but she passed away recently. And one of my actual grandmothers called me Elizabeth, but it was also like I was named after her, so she called me Elizabeth as well. And that was always interesting because we had the same name, we had the same first and last name, and so sometimes it would get confusing. And then my cousin, that I don't know super well, like I have like my like core cousins that are always like around for all the things, and then I have some cousins that's in one of the families that they just aren't around very often. They were all adopted, and so but like at very different ages, and like a lot of them are really older than me, so a lot of them just like weren't around all the time. So I have one cousin who wasn't around all the time. He married a girl with my name. So when she was married, we had the same name, and she went by Lizzy with a Y. And so sometimes, like when I was younger, I would Google my name and her stuff would come up. And I was like, I really don't want what she's posting on her social media to be associated with me whatsoever. So I hated that for me. And there was definitely my uncle often, the uncle who's like the father-in-law to my cousin's wife, so like my cousin's dad. He definitely tagged me in some posts on Facebook instead of my cousin's wife. He also definitely reached out to my mom one time concerned about what I was posting on Facebook, only to realize that it was not me posting on Facebook, but it was his daughter-in-law. posting on Facebook. So that was interesting too. I had a friend growing up that had 3 middle names because her mom couldn't choose one. Honestly, I love that for her. I love that for her mom. Also, Memo, hi, I hope you're enjoying your work. His middle name was his mother's dad's last name. Oh, interesting. Husband's birth name was husband. It actually is. It really is. But he didn't go by that in real life, though. He goes by a different name. They're all on her birth certificate. I love that, though. Probably, that's a very long name, but I love that for her. My sister's middle names are Arlene, Deirdre, and Marie. Deirdre is such a good name that is so underutilized. I love the name Deirdre. I think it's a very good name. I only can associate it with a specific character in the Nancy Drew universe, though, as one of the characters in a few of the games. But I love the name Deirdre. I'm gonna show middle names after the first two. Same, my whole family calls me nicknames. My husband was the first person to call me Kimberly. Oh, that's cute, though. There could be only one. I kept coming across my cousin live on TikTok every night, and I physically recoil. Like, I do not want to see how she lives her life. Like, does she have followers, or is she just streaming? Is she just live on TikTok? Like, is she a creator? Like, does she have, like, a chunk of followers? Or does she just live stream for fun? That's wild. So company, and reminds me that there's a chance my family can come across my live, and I hate that. Yeah, I typically ask my mom, like, I truly like prefer my mom to not share things about what I do to people. And she told me once that my grandparents watch my YouTube videos, and I was like, don't love that. Impressed that they learn how to use YouTube, though. And then I learned that my uncle also sometimes watches my YouTube videos, and I was like, I don't know if I love that either. And then one time, my mom was telling someone, like, this was after I told my mom, and I was like, don't tell people that, especially not family members, about what I do. I don't want them around. I don't want them to, like, come into my streams or anything like that. And then one day, I got a follow from someone that, and as soon as I saw the name come through, I think it was on stream. As soon as the name came through, I was like, I know who that is. I was like, I know who that is. I don't want them here. I was like, I don't like this person. I don't want them here. It was one of the moms from my co-op. And I knew the name because at one point she posted something on Facebook. So this was a little while ago when I was like, would look at Facebook more often. And she like posted a TikTok or something, and it was the same name. So that's like, just saw that her name was on there, and I was like, that's the same name as this person on TikTok. And so I was like, absolutely not. And then she subbed, and I was like, absolutely not. And then after the stream, I blocked her. I think I banned her from chat. I was like, no, absolutely not. And then she also commented on my YouTube videos, and I blocked her on there too. So I was like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Deirdre and Daphne. I love the name Daphne too. I was wanting to call you Kimberly Louise. That's funny. I've refused to join the live or check her profile because it'll tell her. That's fair. That's very fair. Don't have a fake account. True. Don't do my life, mom. Exactly. I'm like, mom, don't tell people. Like, I don't want people in real life to really know this. Like, this is my space. I don't want people, especially from like my hometown, like coming into my stream and bothering me. Because I will probably, the majority of them I will block on site. The majority of them I will block on site. There's a few people that I would be fine with, like more of some of my friends and stuff. But like most of them I would just block on site. Coco, welcome in. How are you doing? I'm gonna watch my stream. She's under 10. I mentioned it was 18 plus, and my mom thought then I do sketchy things, and I was like, mom, you just don't understand me. One day, someone came to TikTok, and it got you flustered, and you ended the stream. Oh, who was that? That came into my stream, because I remember that now. Someone did come into my stream. From school? No, I don't think anyone from school is. Well, actually, I've had one person from school come into my live, but she was one of my best friends / one of my roommates, so I was fine with that. Like, I didn't mind her being in there. Because her girlfriend, I think she follows me. Because one time, because I know her handle from Instagram. And I saw her handle, like I saw her name pop up in my live one time, and she asked a question, and I answered the question, and then she didn't say anything, and so I was like, oh, she left, because it was like, if she said something, I'd be like, hey, I hope this doesn't come across as weird or creepy, but I know who you are. Like, I'm like, I was roommates with your girlfriend in college. But I don't think that got me too flustered. And then there was one time where I thought someone from school came in, but it was later when I checked the account, it actually wasn't a person. It was just a person with the same name. But it wasn't actually them, because I checked the account and like everything, and it wasn't them. I got a new laptop. Found out since about the new pack. So excited. Happy Monday. Oh, Coco, that's so fun. I hope you're enjoying. I said not so berry. What? No, Enchanted by Nature. I hope you're enjoying. There goes about. TikTok is a wild place. But I don't remember who came into my live though. My cousin has been in my live before, but I'm okay with that. That's the cousin that's closest to me in age. And she's like the cousin I'm close with as well. So like I don't mind that because like she knows, and like I've been giving her stickers every Christmas basically. I'll bring her whatever stickers that I have that I haven't given her yet from like the stream stickers. I don't think she's ever been in like here on Twitch though, but she'll be on my live sometimes. And then it's always weird to see her on my For You page sometimes, and I'm like, what are you doing here? I'm like, what are you doing here? I don't even follow her because I'm like, I really don't want to follow people that I know on my personal page either. Like I follow husband. I don't think I follow anyone else on my personal, except maybe my college roommates, and that's really it. Because I made the TikTok like when I was in college, so I think I followed them, and maybe people from school, but like that's all. And I'm like, I don't follow my sister. I don't follow like anyone from like my life. I'm just like, I don't want to follow people, and then sometimes they'll show up, and I'm like, it's weird. A lot of the people who watch me streaming, people I know IRL, they don't even play The Sims. Honestly, though, that's like a good way to go. Like I never had that. Like I never had people IRL who came to watch me stream more than like for one stream. One of my best friends from college, and my other roommate from the same year. So we had two roommates. Like there was three people in a room. She came into stream one time, and I remember the exact stream that she came in. It was like my first my first 3 months or so streaming, and it was like my most viewed stream. And I had like 7 viewers. But she was in stream, but she couldn't figure out how to chat, so she just kept texting me until I was explained to her how to be able to talk and chat. So that was weird because like she was in there, which was fine, and then like my mother-in-law and brother-in-law came in, which was also at the same time, so that was weird. And I feel like my mom also showed up at that time, and I was like, why is everyone I know here? So I moved to TikTok and really have anyone I know personally. Exactly. That's why I don't really want to follow people I know on TikTok. So I'm like, I'm fine with my family knowing what I do. I just don't want them to be near me or like watching my content. It's like a lot of people are like, they want their family to know, but I'm like, you can know what I do. I just don't want you to be around what I do. So, especially because sometimes I talk about them. You know how to chat. I think I had like I don't think they could figure out how to verify their phone number or something like that. Like she just couldn't figure out like she didn't know how Twitch worked. She didn't know how Twitch worked whatsoever. So she was like trying to figure it out and like texting me, and she was like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna text you here. And I was like, well, then I just like kind of talked her through it. And I was like, here's how you do it. And then she was able to finally talk and chat. But she couldn't figure it out because she's not a very like she's not a gamer. She's not like a tech person at all. Like she's a theater person through and through. And didn't really have like hobbies like anything like this. You know what I do, but they don't need to watch it. Exactly, they don't need to watch what I do. They don't need to watch me be embarrassing or like watch me living my best life. So, because the person I'm online is a very different person than who they see in real life for very specific reasons. So, I'm like, I don't need you to see the real me because I give you a very specific version of me that you're allowed to see. You're not allowed to see this version of me because I don't want you to, kind of thing. So that's fine. But we've been yapping for almost an hour. So what if we play some Sims and we work on Magnolia Promenade? So here's Magnolia Promenade. We have 4 lots. So this one's going to be our retail store. However, I was thinking earlier, I think I might change this to being our like internet cafe, computer cafe, and putting the retail store and like making like a very small boutique in the smaller lot because these are 2 very small lots. And then this will be our jewelry store, and this is gonna be our movie theater. I made my first microphone, and I low key love it. What do you mean you made your first microphone? What do you mean you made your first microphone? Like you built one? Micro home. Okay. I love that for you. I absolutely love that. Micro homes are so fun. I love a micro home. They bring me so much joy. I was like, you made a microphone. So I'm gonna show you some of my reference photos that I have. I have like a lot of ideas. I don't know exactly how I want to do everything, but I have some ideas. So let me show you some things. So I'm thinking we're gonna work on the crystal shop today, and this was kind of my idea for it until I realized how small the lot was. So I really like this like dome situation right here. I was there and I was confused what Morgan meant. I was there too actually for a little while. I don't think I was there like much after you started building because I had to go do things. But I was there for a little bit. Um, but I was like, I like this. I like the dome. I like how different this is because I want this to feel like I want it to feel like an extension of Newcrest, but I also want to feel like a slightly more elevated, like maybe it's like a newer shopping center kind of thing. OBS ruined it after a while, so no worries. Okay, perfect. Well, not perfect that OBS ruined it, but perfect I didn't miss too much. So I think I want this to feel like a slightly more elevated one. Like this is a little bit more of like a newer area, like a newer like strip mall sort of thing. Love the dome. Hey, that's okay. I think I understood what you meant. But yeah, I was like, I really like the dome. So I was like, kind of thinking of this, and I was like, I realized how small the lot was, and I was like, oh, maybe not. And then I had like a few interior photos that I'm kind of like, that I really vibe with, for vibes. And then I also saw this, and I was like, ooh, I really like this because like it's kind of like the more not that I'm gonna build this specifically, but it's just more of like I like this kind of like newer shopping center vibe for here. That's still an extension of Newcrest. So we're gonna use some of the same materials, like the brick is gonna be similar and all that, but it's gonna be like a little bit more nicer, and a little bit more elevated. And then what's that? That's just a search engine. And then I also found this that I think this is gonna be the general shape of our movie theater. And then I have a few like other movie theater images. But I really like this shape because I feel like this goes really well with this. Because what I did was I searched this on this is stock, like a Shutterstock image, it's a stock image. But I like image searches on Google to find other things that are similar looking, and this is one of the ones that came up, and I was like, actually, I really like those two together. I like those like kind of work in the same place. So I like this how this like the front is shaped. I think it's like a grocery store. But I like how it's shaped. So I think we're gonna kind of go for this with like our movie theater. And those are the ones I have like references for. I also literally have up photos of two of the builds that we did for the other one. So like I might copy this shape for maybe like the crystal store or something a little bit too. And I also like this one for maybe like our internet cafe, so kind of going off of like this shape a little bit for like literally for my own builds as well. Looks like the Cheesecake Factory in my city, the one with the dome. That's really funny. That's really, really funny. Um, and then I also saw someone's literally it was like an internet slash like gaming cafe. I saw it on Blue Sky earlier and I really liked it as well. So I found this image earlier and I was like, I really like the shape of this as well. Because it's small, but it's not too small and it's not too big. And like, so I also really like this. So I kind of use this as a little bit of inspiration as well. And this is by, oh, I don't think I saved who it was by. Let me see if I can, if it's still on my Blue Sky. It's by, Lorene. That's their name. What's their gallery? Does it say their gallery on here? Oh, it's just Lorene. Their name is Lorene. Laireen. And then the Creator Network, so that's cool. Oh, they're literally one of the people who built for Hot Business and Hobbies. So that's it's one of their builds, and I was like, I really like the shape of that, so I might use that as some inspo as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for this. But we'll kind of see how it goes. We might just kind of try some things, and we'll see if it works. Everyone's Cheesecake Factory have a dome because same. I think the closest Cheesecake Factory to us is literally in the city, probably. If there's even one in the city. I'm gonna open like the picture of the dome one just to kind of see if I can use that because I do like the dome a lot. But again, I think this is too small. Your mall has one. This one I go to. You're right. I've been to that one. I've been to that one, I think. I also don't like Cheesecake Factory. I think their food is gross. That was the last time I've been to Cheesecake Factory. I went to that one like several years ago, and I was like, this is gross. This is gross. But it's fine. Let me record this. So, we're gonna try making a dome. And I feel like 3 and 2 is a good shape, or like a good amount of tiles. Oh, well, something messed up. There we go. I was like, how did this not line up? What the heck? Oh, because that one has 4. If only I could just build correctly. I haven't built anything since July. I truly haven't built anything since July. The last gym that we built was the Gray Gen gym and like apartment. Like we built that shell. Like that was the last thing I built, which is so long ago. You know what? This actually might work size wise. So I think this is also going to be really cute for a crystal store. Because it's going to be a crystal store, like a jewelry crystal store with what's it called? Classes. It's gonna be a place that you can go and take classes as well. So it's gonna be like that too. So we have to space for the store, but also a space for education. So just like that, and like it's gonna have a flat roof. So I could just get like that. Maybe I could do 2 wall height. Oh, it is 2 wall height. Maybe we'll do 3. Maybe do 3 wall height and make this taller. Like that. And then I don't like how thick these trims are. Where's the one from high school? Not that one. Maybe I'm not thinking of a high school one. There's like a trim that I like that is a better shape. I just like these ones. Let me put a floor on here. Carly, welcome in. How are you? So if you ever want to put a floor trim on a roof, this is how. You just put another platform. Or not platform, but like you put a room. This is what I want. Oh, don't do that. There we go. But you do this. No. Wow, I don't know how. I'm doing Planet Zoo controls right now. Are you driving over here? Are you driving safely? Cree, you got the 200 duckies! Look at you go! Look at you go getting 200 duckies. Not 200, 100! Halfway to Ducky Club! Oh, actually, that's kind of cute. This trim? I don't like that there's like a... like, I can just put a trim up there. This is what the J Factory slander. I'm sorry, it's gross. It's gross. I think the only good Cheesecake Factory I've been to is literally the one at the Grove in LA. It's literally the one at the Grove at LA. Because we went to there at one point. I don't mind this one. They gave it like a cream kind of color. The thing is, I want to put like a porch around here, but I don't know if I can. Maybe I have to make this one a little bit smaller. Maybe it's just gross in New Jersey. Possibly. It also could have been the thing that I ordered, but I think everyone, because I was with my in-laws, and I think we all kind of agreed that it was like not great. So maybe it is Jersey. Who knows? I love Cheesecake Factory. Well, that's fair. You're allowed to like what you like. Am I able to like add a rounded or like an angled patio? Like over, I don't want like a patio, I want like an overhang. Okay. I think that's the biggest menu ever. Knows is like it's gross. They have all the food. Their food doesn't even feel appealing to me. And today I was on a phone call. We are working on a jewelry store for our Magnolia Promenade save file rebuild. So we're rebuilding Magnolia Promenade for the save file, and we are starting with a jewelry store for our save file. How do I bring this like that? Yeah, something like that. And then copy that. Ooh. I don't like, it's like overhang. What if I put an angle here? I don't think I put an angled room there. Can I angle that? Okay. There we go. I get the trim back. What kind of food is engineered for? Italian. And Italian and bagels. 100%. And their Italian food is so good. Like, it's so good. Which makes sense. It's Italian people here. It's a very big Italian community. It's the whole country. It really is. It really is. Also, so yesterday when we were at the park, one of the people brought pizza, and apparently Whole Foods has a really good pizza. And I kind of am mad that Whole Foods has good pizza. I want to do gameplay specific packs, but overall, but I want to do jewelry making specifically. That would be so fun. I think that'd be really fun. If you want to, you could do. I know it's a long legacy, but you can do Pack Legacy. Written by Rosanna. I started that last year, and then I lost most of my progress because of my drive dying. Because Samsung broke my drive. But it's a very fun legacy challenge, and Ro updates it for every pack and everything. So if that seems like interesting to you, you can definitely try that one. And it goes through each pack that has gameplay and stuff. Okay, that's cute. What if I bring it in one? Like this. Okay, I think I'm digging this. 7,710 points into my Dual Lady entrance sound. That's so funny. I had to be honest, I don't know where the Dual Lady thing came from. I think I missed that day on the internet. I think. Okay, I'm kind of into this a lot. Let me copy this to the roof up here, but I also need to gotta do this. Nope, not that. Do that, and then we're just gonna delete the walls. So, also, Meg, don't forget you have a coupon from winning the thing. So, it might not be that much if you're not counting the coupon. Never forgive Samsung for killing Lavender. I know. I've been updated since fishing stopped working. It doesn't really make any sense more, and that's so fair. I really need fishing to start working, and maybe I should reach out to the dev and be like, hey, is there a reason why this isn't working on my stream? Because I've tried everything. I've done all the things in the settings that you can do. So I'm like, why isn't this working? I'm like, because I miss it. I miss fishing. There we go. I like that with being a little bit farther out. Okay. She's cute. She's cute. Okay. Let's get this. I'm in the office as skits on YouTube, and that's the coupon price. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I've seen any of the things where that came from. It's a little too dome. Okay, I'm actually really into that. Maybe make it full dome. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually into that. Jay Show is Little Regina's. Is that who the skits are by? I want like a bigger, like, trim. I move this and put a different trim up there. Will let me. Bro. Why don't you let me put a trim? Build ceiling and then delete the ceiling. That helps. Hello, Nox. How are you doing? Lizard. I do know the lizard thing. I don't know where it came from, but I do. Husband is obsessed with the lizard thing. How do I? Why would I let me place it a better trim? Bro. Let's make sure I'm happy. I'm so glad. I saw someone. Her name is Flex. She's a streamer. She has really fun things in our stream. She made it so that anytime someone types lizard in her chat, it does the alert. Like, it says lizard. I think that's really funny. I literally can't get that to work. That's so dumb I can't, like, put another trim on it. I did, for a few minutes think about adding that because I too am a lizard. That was my nickname for a long time. So, Okay, I'm into this. I think this is cute. I wish this was bigger, though. Like, I wish I could get the trim to be bigger or something. But it won't. I also kind of want to, like, maybe move this forward a little bit. Yeah. Like that. Yeah, kind of like that. I'm not sure how I felt this roof texture, though, so maybe we'll do, like, a... Like that. No, I don't like that one either. Why did I have to do, like, a glass dome? But, like, the dome in the picture is white, and I do really like that it's white. It's basically that. I don't know if I like having that as a big trim. I'll just do. Honestly, that one's probably fine. Yeah, that kind of covers that. Okay, she's cute. She's cute. We did her ads already because we've been apparently live for an hour already. So we're gonna grab some words on stream. So get a snack, get a drink, stretch your legs, do all the things. And when we get back from ads, I'm just gonna start a TikTok because I was doing TikTok in like 2 weeks, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get in trouble with TikTok for not streaming. I thought it sounded like a cheesy factory with random columns and weird different style. No, it's a crystal store. It's a crystal store, Mateo. I almost called you Nox for some reason. I don't know why. Um, but enjoy some Warzone stream, and if anyone's new, we always run our ads at the end of the hour. That way, you don't have to miss any like gameplay or building because I will also be taking a break, and you guys can use this time to get yourself anything that you need to grab before we come back. And you can play some Warzone stream. So enjoy some words, and I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Look at you guys go! 2 very good levels. I definitely looked at that second level and went, "Avocado!" And then, obviously, that wasn't correct, but I definitely thought that was avocados. But Colleen, Kyla, and Nay on the level, you guys did really good. But welcome back. Also, Morgan, if you're listening, look at your DMs, please. Look at your DMs, please. We're also gonna start on TikTok. An avocado! Thanks! I think I have that as an alert. I feel like I have that as an alert, but I could be wrong. All right, let's see if TikTok works, because my TikTok live studio does not want to work right now. So we're going to see if this just works at all, or if it doesn't. So check your network and try again. TikTok, my network is fine. Well, perhaps I can't go live on TikTok. I've restarted the app several times. Is there an update? Bro, what the heck? Ooh, hold on. I don't know why TikTok's not working. It's like, connect your network. Like, I'm connected. Unless husband somehow blocked TikTok. Driver update. No, my graphics card is up to date. What are you talking about? Well, I was gonna try. What if I close and then like reopen as admin? Would that help? No, I think I open as admin every time though, actually. I don't know, man. I don't know. I also just had a realization. I don't know, husband, if you're listening, I just had a realization with all of those USPS informed deliveries were for. It was for my merch order. It's for my merch order. I figured it out if you're listening. Yeah, TikTok's still not working. All right, well, no TikTok today because it's not working. Husband, a different Lizzie. It's very possible he ended up accidentally blocked something. I'll have to have him. I'll ask him about it later. Because that's part of my job, and I probably should go live on there once in a while. Okay, so I'm digging this. She's cute. I don't like how short this side is, though. And so I'm like, maybe we bring this back down to a short wall height so it feels taller? Or do we make this like a platform? But I don't think we can put a platform on a trim like that. Like, we can't have the look that I want. So, the platform doesn't really make sense. I should want like a taller thing. We could go and make this short, but I'm also like, that's not gonna do anything. You know what we can do? Medium wall. Half walls. Informed delivery for the camp. The shirt says printable San Diego. And that's exactly what mine was saying. But it was like, saying that it was like, had just been delivered. But it was like, and it was like ready to get, but it was like saying it was delivered on the 29th, and I was like, what's happening? And I was like, could not figure it out, but that makes sense. Because I'm expecting like, I thought it was to my PO box first, because I'm expecting a box to my, like a package to my PO box. So I thought it was like maybe that or something. And so we went to my PO box on Sunday, or not Sunday, Saturday. And it, like, there was nothing there, and I was like, okay, well, this is odd. A little odd, but it's fine. Because then I realized it was like to our home address, and I was like, okay, well, it's be here. And I was like, we were like thinking, like, we were like, what is this package that was delivered that day? But I just was looking at my merch store for something during the break for Morgan, and it was like said something about printable San Diego, and I was like, oh, because that did get delivered on like the 29th, so it makes much more sense. I can't put the trim that I like want. Like, what I want is to have like a small trim here and a taller trim up here, like a bigger one, but that's not gonna work the way I want it to. Let's look at just a thin, not that one. Maybe like that one. Like this lighter color though. It's like that's kind of like that. And then I can still make this taller. So I want there to be like more height on this second half. On this top half. Almost like that. Better hurry up. My Camp Dizzy shirt! I'm surprised it took so long to get there, because you ordered it pretty early, too. I want like a taller thing like that with like a better trim. How'd you do the white roof? It's just an 8-sided roof, and then I just adjusted it with the eaves to be all the way rounded. Not the eaves, but I adjusted the roof to be all the way rounded. 52 short levels for the main area, and then dome on the third. That's an option. Let me save my roof. That's definitely an option. Like what roof pattern? Oh, it was just, I don't know what it was called. I can look though. It's this not so drab slab one. So make this short height. And then duplicate that. We'll keep it short wall height. Bimka with the big brain? Bimka with the big brain. So then we'll get this for around there. I wish I could make this big, this one bigger and like look right, but there's just not a good one to do what I want. And then up here we can put a bigger one. That can go on to wall height. Hi, Panda. Bimka, enjoy your Brian cell. Bimka's at the Brian cell. That's why she had this good idea. I need to bring this like forward. There we go. That blends together. Okay. This trim. And I need to do our floor again. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this. Nope, don't start recording. That out. Stop hitting the record button. Delete that. And that. Too. Oh, what's... Where am I on the second floor? No, don't do that. There we go. What happened is I just placed it one tile over. So there we go. So then I can put... So that trim is now there. Can I put a trim around here? No. So I need to do the same thing over here. That. Oh. Let's delete this and we're just gonna... No. So honestly, doing it this way now makes it a possibility that like it's easier to put residential in if we want to have, if we do decide to put residential in, because we can have it on the second floor if we need to. Panda, how was your first day of school? That was your first day of school was today, right? You didn't start at the end of last week, I assume. Let me just... Like that. I feel like I wouldn't have this here. Okay. I don't hate it. It's a little taller than anticipating, but I don't hate it. Also, this is farther ahead than down here. I think that is fine. Maybe I should bring it in one. Maybe we'll do that, yeah. It was good. Didn't do too much. Looking forward to the next break. Heck yeah. Ooh. Panda, that's only for the other, scene. I was first day of kindergarten today, and my mom heart is so sad and so happy at the same time. How's it getting so big? Oh, I bet that's definitely a lot of feelings happening. I can imagine. I still don't like how this looks. I want it to be a bit bigger trim. For Matcha, it's all good. No worries. Don't worry about it. This one's a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, this is the bigger one that I was using. So we can put that there, I guess. We'll just have the smaller trim around that. I think that's okay. We do the jail and hospital too. I didn't think about that. I don't know. I don't know. I've never built either of those before. So I have no idea. I have no idea, honestly. Okay. We'll work with this. We'll work with this. It'll be fine. So let's start with a door, probably. I want the door to be like off to the side. And I want to use like the same doors and windows and stuff throughout all of these because what we're going for is an extension of Newcrest, but slightly elevated shopping mall that's like more of like a newer one. It's like a newer build. Like the one that is there that we've already built is like was built in like the 90s, and then this one was built in like the 2010s sort of thing. Like that's kind of what I think we're going for. I kind of like this door. Does it have an all black swatch? I don't love it, but it's an option. I feel like we have similar ones that are better though. I feel like we have better ones. And then there's also two wall heights. We can also look at two wall height doors. Also, the hospital is very ugly. I never look at those builds with walls up. So I never realized that they have walls and rooms. I do like that door, but is it too residential? Also, why is the coloring like that a little bit? It's always funky. I don't know what the deal is with that. What are they like too wide or like too height? What doors do we have? Like, I love the shape of this one. I just wish like the windows were a little bit bigger on either side. We could make our own like kind of wider door. What about is it Love Struck that has? No. It's Business and Hobbies. I think that I'm thinking of. I'm like forgetting all the things that I've done. Or like all of the packs and stuff. No, those aren't taller either. What am I thinking of that I've like made? Maybe it's just base game that I'm thinking of. About getting like some windows to make it taller or make it look wider and like go with a normal one with a dine out door be weird. No, wait, hold on. I'm thinking of Get to Work. Dine out. That's not quite what I'm looking for. It's giving a little too much restaurant. But the Get to Work one I might actually go for. This one. I like this door a lot. We have two of them. We have those. And then we can get windows. Maybe we'll just do one wall height, because I feel like we could put like an awning. Like that. And then if I don't think we have a window that's that width to go above. Why are doors weird heights. Because the doors don't come in every wall height. Me too. That wasn't it. Oh, are you thinking about another door? Bistro? Bistro has a very cute door, but I feel like it's too restaurant-y. Nope, not that one. Artist Bistro. I feel like it's too restaurant-y. I do really like it though. It's a very cute one. And I kind of want a solid color one. We also could do these like in white too. Depending on what color we go for, because we might be doing brick. We'll probably be doing brick, so we can also do white for these. The windows are too tall. That will honestly probably be really good for our movie theater, though. I think it would be really cool to use those for our movie theater. Any of our windows the same height as this door? No, because why would they? Why would we have any windows that are the same height as our doors? Sometimes this game drives me absolutely bonkers, and right now is one of those times. Oh, what if we did Greenhouse Haven? Oh, Greenhouse Haven is good. That's a good business door. That's a good business door. I like that one. Let me get some wall texture. I think I am going to go with the, because we've been using the Business and Hobbies brick for all of our builds. I think we're still going to keep this, but maybe do a different color though. Or we could use a bigger one. I feel like maybe a bigger one is often like new builds kind of thing. Also look at like my other photos. So we could, hold on, I have an idea. So we could use a more brick around here. Maybe like, ooh, I like that brick. And then do more of like a stucco on the wall. Not that color, that's like almost pink. Like a different like stucco kind of color, wall color. So I think that's what a lot of like outdoor shopping malls have as their texture anyway, is like a stucco-y kind of thing. That's not when it's not like a brick or a tile. So let's see what we have. Like concrete. Ooh, this one might be good. We can make this like kind of yellow. Oh, that feels so shopping mall. I'll do that. That feels like very much like kind of shopping mall vibe with like the colors and everything. I feel like this could work. And there's gonna be a lot of windows anyway, so we probably won't see a lot of it anyway. Honestly. So let's see what other windows we have for the rest of the area. I'd love to get like some dome windows up here. I don't know if we have anyone that are like the right size that we can use. So it's like, yeah, those are too big. We need more dome-shaped windows in this game. Like, would love to see some more dome windows. We don't have a lot. We have like Machino, and that's really it. Man, we don't really have any. We have these. That's not really a dome. What I would love is to have like a dome here and like have the window come down from there. And I think Horse Ranch has windows that do that. But they're not Horse Ranch. It's growing together. But they're not a dome. They're like a triangle, which I guess we could use a triangle. I don't like how it's all the way open though. That's annoying. Like with the color, like I don't like that there's no like panels. Not panels, what are they called? What are they called? We could have done like that. That's almost giving church. Local popular building material for houses everywhere. Not for houses. Not for houses. it's more used for like commercial or kind of stuff um versus like houses. Stucco's really only used on houses in like places like the desert, like California and New Mexico and Nevada and stuff. Um, Whereas here it's more brick or siding. Really have here. So we could do that, but also it gets so big on the side, which is funny looking. So I might have to give up my window ideas for here. Um, this is 2 wall height, so I could look at 2 wall height windows to see if we have any over here, but I don't think we do. No, not really. Why do we have domed windows? The stucco houses here, yeah. Um, so like at least like where I've always lived, there hasn't been any stucco. We have these. Let me look at base game. I should have this in like half height. So I could always do that. But this isn't long enough. I haven't had the same look. Bro, what the heck? Why don't we have good windows in the Sims? Sims petition to give us good windows in the future that are not bad. Challenge impossible, honestly. Oh, I was like, where did the windows go? I'm just not looking. I had the curved wall selected. Yeah, all of these are bad. Okay, fine. Okay, not base game windows. What did I use in the other builds? Let me open my photos that I took earlier. My screenshots that I grabbed. Nikki, welcome in. How are you? We have a small hippocycle in Northwest, but not 20. I think it might be too wet here and it's more of an issue. That's very possible. That's very possible. Okay, so for our yoga studio, we used business and hobbies. Okay, so we just use a lot of business and hobbies for our other builds. So let me see if business and hobbies, if we want to make that work. So we could do something like that, but then these are too wide on the sides. Like on the diagonal pieces. Next time I see you. That's too tall for up there. Like that's our option for like business hobbies, I guess. Your festivals have siding. It's usually just siding on the front and then the back of the stucco. Yeah, like a facade. And like here in like Jersey and New York and everything has a facade. So it's either a brick facade in the front and siding on the back, or it's a siding facade and it's brick on the sides and back. And it's always funny to see. It's always a funny thing to witness and see them doing that. Because it makes me giggle. And I'm like, why don't we just do the whole thing the same thing? Like, why don't we do all the houses the same texture? All right, well, now I don't know what windows I want to do. Because I thought we had a window to kind of like mimic. Oh. Interesting. Okay, we don't know how that matches that. But doesn't look too great. There's some beautiful brick houses here, but they're all very old. For unfortunately, modern farmhouses with black trim are taking over the city, and I hate that. That and techno-cubes. Yeah, I hate all the like modern houses. I love that for resort. Me too. Like, there's not windows to match underneath, which I could be persuaded to not need them to be all different. They are a little bit wide for being up here, though. And that's a little bit annoying. Those windows, they are nice windows. Oh, we also, hold on. We also have these. Let me take those off. We also have these from Get Famous. What do we like better? I feel like I'm liking the Get Famous better. Graduation have windows. Graduation doesn't have any windows. It's a stuff pack, so it doesn't have a lot of like build material. So I don't believe there's any windows from Crystal Creations. Is there? No, there's no windows or anything for Crystal Creations. But that's nice. Let me just find one that kind of lines up down here. Which they might all be too wide to match up. Well, he's gotten it, and I'm still getting to it, and that's so valid. Yeah, those are too wide. But like, what if we did? That's not the wide one. It's like, because that matches up on the side pieces, like that. And then we just found like that size for here too. They like expand. I guess with these ones. It's just a lot of window and not a lot of wall, which I was expecting more wall. So I don't see in Figure Friday yet. Someone at the beginning of stream said this. They went and saw it and they liked it. I don't remember who it was, but someone's saying that they liked it. Maybe I'll just do skinnier windows. That's not even a skinny one over here. You liked it too. I'm glad you liked it. I was saying I haven't seen. I don't think I've seen the original movie all the way through, so I can't see it until I do that. I hate windows. What if we only did windows? No, that would be funky because then there's only 2 windows. I hate windows. Like a stomach bug, and now it's going through childhood daycare if we don't get it again. Oh, fingers crossed. Sending you guys all the healthy vibes. You know, all the healthy vibes. We don't want to get sick. We don't want to get sick again. What hack was I just thinking of? I hate that I'm spending so much time picking out a window. I don't like I hate how they get so wide on those pieces. Like, why do they do that? Like, it's so annoying. Gotta keep my head held high. I don't like that. I don't like this at all. Guys, I'm like out of my building, like, mindset, and I can't figure anything out anymore. We should do the diagnose with summer water. Same. Absolutely same. So maybe we'll take a break on windows. Maybe we'll take a break on windows, and we'll build our little, like, sidewalk and stuff. So that goes up. Everything goes up on a platform. Because we're going to put a platform in here for our sidewalk. So, platforms. We'll start with that. And I be strong. Just keep pushing on. That's what we're gonna do. Do that. I'm gonna bring this up by 1. Nope, don't delete the column. We're gonna do this. Start. We can always expand it. There we go. That's on a platform. I do want to bring this out. Not think about this. Why are you adding a roof? Stop removing my columns. Always gotta wanna make it move. Move that over there. And then that more over here. Bring this column back. Nope, put it in the right spot. There we go. And then bring that like this. Okay. We just gotta fix this little bit with the platform. Bring that down one, delete that. Pick this up. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, why are you doing that? I'm out of the way. Okay, I have a little bit of extra space on this side, so I'm gonna pick it all up and move this tile over. Like so. And then we can just bring this out one. Like that, so our columns aren't too funky. Just like that. Nope, not that. Oh man. What if I did that? There we go. Now that doesn't mess up that corner. And then we can round this off. There we go. There we go. I do want to round this off as well. And probably the other side. Make it all like a little bit rounded. And I feel like for this area, there's not going to be like a parking slot in each one. This is the kind of place where I feel like they'd have like a little, like just a general parking lot somewhere else. Like I'm like, parking lot like can be like here. And then you just like walk to the different stores. So each individual area and like shop is not going to have a parking lot. I might end up putting one a little bit in the movie theater parking lot, maybe like a movie theater parking lot. That way, like if I need these at the space, I can. Um, but yeah, I don't think this is the kind of thing that you don't need a parking lot for. You know, it's like a wander around, almost like an outlet mall. It's almost like an outlet mall. Is kind of what it's gonna be. I bring that down. No, I can't. Can't bring that down. Unfortunately, I was like, can I bring it down so you can't see the roof? But it's fine. So this is really cute. I'm very much liking it. I will say there's not really space to like landscape too much. So that's gonna be a problem. We do need a trash can before we do anything, because like you just have to have trash can on like every lot. So we're gonna grab a dumpster and we'll put it there and we'll make it so it's not visible. Like we'll put like a little fence around it or something. So that it's not super noticeable. Got a keyboard and mouse for The Sims. Heck yeah, Nox! I'm so excited for you to play some Sims. Like the proper way it was meant to be played. No offense to the people who play on console. But it's truly the best on PC. Where's that one fence? This fence. Like this in like white is a great like dumpster cover. Where's the gate? I know this one is a gate. Here we go. There we go. And that's our little dumpster room. Very nice, very cute. Big fan of that. So let's see about doing windows on the top floor for this half versus instead of dealing with the dome right now. I want horizontal windows up here, I think. And I want like nice looking ones, but I don't think we have a lot of nice looking horizontal windows, which is again, a fatal flaw of the Sims game. Like that's not too bad, but it's kind of small. They're kind of small. This also is not centered, I'm realizing. Like on the wall. That's more centered. It doesn't look right though. I can center it there. Yeah, there we go. That's centered on the wall. And so are the windows. So I don't love these windows though. Any better windows of The Sims. I said that's like 70 times today, but any better windows. Bimka, it's if you're looking for your Dux's command daily. Something like that. You're welcome. I'd make these like a different color to kind of blend in with like the wall a little bit. That doesn't blend in. There's not like the same shade as like the trims. I think that's one that I realized by a lot. There you go. I think you got 200 earlier, like during camp. So you should have access. I think I gave you access to Ducky Club and Discord. In the sense, that's why I get into CC. I get that. Like that makes so much sense. I just, on principle, I just can't use CC at this point. There's this in Discord by my mom's Amazon Prime took money off my card, so I was able to get it all transferred to my email and numbers on Amazon Prime. Nice, Nox. Nice. What is that? I thought I was at like 400. That's kind of funny. Oh, this is the two-way. Wrong thing. Imagine we put mirrors up here. Imagine just some mirrors up here. Why do I not hate that? Why do I not hate that? Is that kind of funky? Also, Mateo, did I send you your ducky thing yet? I can't remember if I did or not. What colors are these? Ooh. Maybe like things like that. Like decorative wall pieces. The card, yeah. Did I send you your card? I can't remember. I'm very behind in mail. I still have some people stuff from Play Live. I also 100% forgot to bring Mia her stickers yesterday, so the brain's not raining. No, not yet. Okay. Like I can't remember. I also went to do the what are they called? The Wall of Fame this weekend, and I forgot that I had things going on this weekend. Ooh, that could be cute too. Oh, that's toxic. That's a wall. Weekend in September, you can give them to me then. Yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan. Oh, I like that. Nope. Maybe that color? I don't know what color, but I like that there. I think that's cute. Outside the building would melt things and cause a fire. Well, it's The Sims, so thankfully that's not a problem. Where is... I think business and hobbies. You know, like an awning. And they don't, like, go close together. What other awnings do we have? Awning. What awnings do we have? These, like, go right next to each other? They do. How do these look? I don't like the colors. Not those colors. Oh, we also... This is kind of the one I was thinking of. So not business and hobbies. I was thinking of Love Struck. See, that one's really, like, long. I could shrink that and, like, put 2. And then that's really long, though. I could add more windows, though. Like so. I kind of like with all the windows, actually. I don't hate that. I like that awning. Yeah, that's cute. Look at our jewelry store. It's so cute. I still can't figure out what windows I want to do over here, but it's fine. Why don't I want to bring our dome down? I kind of want something on the top of the dome, but I don't know what it should be. I have probably another almost year or so before I hit 400 rip. That's what I can for basically every future stream. Hey, you could always win duckies though, Bimka. You could always win ducky giveaways. And get up to I will often give 5 duckies away for like the wheel spin subs and everything, so it could be faster. It could be faster. And you never know when I'll have extra streams. Also early lobby faster. Exactly. Exactly. So you can be there at no time if you really want to. We have like, I think I find like a good. I'm probably in debug. Let me turn on debug. Live edit debug. Turn off custom content. I also finally took out all of my mods that I had. I took out all million mods that I downloaded for Camp Cup. Also, I'm very glad you guys really enjoyed Camp Cup. That made me very happy. And I hope everyone enjoyed it. I know some of you really told me that you guys really enjoyed it, so that makes me very happy. We were talking about on Friday, that about like giving you guys like a little bit of like a feedback form for camp and just like other stream stuff. I did make a form and it's in the Decrease channel. I can actually throw it in here, as well. And enjoy was that we came in last. Valid. I would be upset too, honestly. So your game is that you use. Do you still have the CC in your game that you used to build that Christmas CC build? No, not at all. No, that was like 2 years ago, wasn't it? That I built that, like the hotel. An early rip. That was unfortunate. It was unfortunate, but I think it's because some of the mods were old and needed updates, and there weren't updates for them. So we'll see for next year. Wasn't it just last year? But like the hotel one that I did off of, that I based off the Plaza Hotel, that was 2 years ago. If you mean the Christmas Village, that didn't have CC. It was a house. The gingerbread house, that didn't have CC either. What kind of like flat round thing do we have? Like a stepping stone of some sort. You did a CC build? What CC build? Oh, I know what you mean. The wheel spin hex, like the honeycomb build. No, I don't have that. Most of that came from Kimberly though. So if you want that, ask Kimberly. Kimberly was my CC shopper for that. I totally forgot we did that though. 112% forgot that we did that. See, this is kind of the thing that I want for the top of here, but I just don't know. Is this worth looking for right now? Probably not. That's a cute awning. We're not gonna look at this right now. We don't need it. Okay, I can't decide how I want to do the freaking windows. Freaking fruit flies here. What are you doing? I didn't invite you here. It's fruit fly season and it's making me upset. All right, windows. That's a really short window. I don't think I realized how short that was. Let me look at medium-sized windows. Those would be weird. Look at life and death. Also, in case anyone didn't see, the event, the nature event, like login event is still going on. They extended it until like September 2nd or something. So if you want a chance to finish it, if you haven't finished it or anything, it's still available. Ooh, these aren't quite as modern as I was gonna go for, but they kind of work. I'd love to say that Green wasn't bullied. Me was complaining yesterday in person about how her team kept getting bullied. So I think team simply used all tools available. All right. What do you think of these windows? They're very cute. Also for Mod Chat, all good. Don't worry. Go get some sleep. Definitely targeted for the we also take an early lead. I've learned for next year. Yeah, and this is like the first year it happened, so like you can strategize for next year. And like I might have other things happening next year. Slash in the future, maybe later this year, we'll do something similar. We don't play about Bob. Yeah. Really, the best thing for next year is to make sure that we have enough sim cells and we don't have to use the townies. I think that's the biggest thing. What's happening over here? Let's do that. Yeah, tell me what our thoughts are on these windows. I can't decide if I like them. Are they too churchy? They feel kind of churchy to me. Indiana's counselor when it 100%. She really did. She really did. Husband as himself in case you don't have enough submitted. Hey, and that'll be next year. So who knows how many people will have in the community by then? And who knows? Maybe we'll be partnered by then. Maybe we'll be Dizzy Miss Partner. Or Partner Miss Dizzy. Or Partner Miss Lizzy. No, Dizzy Miss Partner is better. It flows better. So like these ones. They're much more modern. So we could always just do like non-fancy upstairs windows as well if we wanted to. This is like a door. Partner gotta see folks, yeah. I was really hoping to be partnered before TwitchCon this year, but it doesn't look like that'll happen. Not for real, but I'm competitive to my core. I am also competitive, so if you saw me in Bake Off, the year I was in Bake Off, oh boy was I competitive. Oh boy. I like those ones better. I really do like these ones better. I think they're prettier. Twitch partner for TwitchCon. Yes and no. So technically, like, yeah, there is. Because I have to average 75 viewers. But ideally, so like within the last few years, they've really been open about what they look for when like people apply for partner and everything, and they really recommend at least 2 months of averaging around 75 viewers per stream. And that's where we would be kind of close, because we're also currently not anywhere near 75 viewers a stream averaged. So there's also like that element of it. There's this window, but skinnier. It's not as wide as that. Hold on, wait. There's this window. How big does this one look when you put it? That one doesn't change size because it's skinny enough. So as much as I would like to get partner before TwitchCon, I don't think it's possible unless we're starting tomorrow. We had 75 viewers average. But there's always next year. I just realized this is not even. That's more level. Yeah, that works. We don't need that much sidewalk. My mouth is so dry right now. Just gonna make more Cheesecake Factory. Mateo! Don't say mean things about my builds. I'll time you out. No bullying my builds! It'll be a crystal shop / jewelry store / jewelry making classes store before you know it. The Cheese Factory though? Yeah, but like, arguably, I feel like they're, what's it called? Their architecture is, in my opinion, their architecture is not a compliment to me. I'm not making a Cheesecake Factory, I'm making a jewelry store. Mateo's getting in everyone's head. Is it like almost the width? Does that look weird or funky? Does that look funky or anything, or is that good? Now you want cheesecake real bad? In the best way, not a bullying way. Well, as someone who does not love the Cheesecake Factory aesthetic, it's bullying. So the windows are different on the bottom. Maybe I make the different the windows different on these pieces? Like, these ones can be different ones, maybe? No. Just not put windows in that spot? I'll just avoid having connecting windows, and we'll just do, like, just different windows down here. Where's, like, business and hobbies? Like, this kind of thing. Down here. I hate how they look bigger on the side pieces! It makes me so upset. She's got to for it. Honestly, you're not missing out. You're not really missing out, so it's okay. Maybe we'll do that. I think that looks okay. It's good enough, honestly. It's good enough. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Okay, let's get some concrete for our floor. We've been using our Desert Luxe flooring as our sidewalk in all of our builds for this. And I believe it's that swatch. So this is very cute. It's definitely missing something on the exterior, and I'm kind of second guessing. I feel like, is that cuter? Have it all brick? I feel like that could be cuter. I'm just gonna get some lights for out here. Some wall lights. And I think I know which one I want. I think I want this one. But I might look for other ones too. They have Futu, their menu's like 25. Yeah, their menu is so big. So if you're indecisive, it's terrible. And as someone who's indecisive and really picky, it's very hard to look through their menu. I do kind of like those as well. So that could be a light option. Love you till the day that I die. There's one other thing of. I think we have like one that's like longer and skinnier that kind of like goes up and then down in a way. Which I guess is how lights work. But I feel like we have one that's in my head that I think we have. I just don't know. This one. That's not quite what I was looking for. So I think maybe we'll do these ones. And we also have to run ads again already. What the heck is going with what's up with the time? We've barely made progress. All I have done is think about windows and fight with windows. Yeah, like that. Too many windows to choose from. Is that sign from Beast Pit? It is, and it's a very cute sign. Cute. I can put like a few lights up there for our sign. And then I'll put some lights on either side of our door. And then perhaps we'll put them above these as well. Cute. All right, that's got some nice lights on it there now. Ooh, that's pretty lighting. The morning lighting. This one doesn't have great lighting though. All right, let me also get, I guess we'll get this to go up here too. And probably there. I'll feel like that. Okay, I'm digging this. I think we need to get some landscaping. And by landscaping I mean like some benches and some lights and some like potted plants. So we can look for that. But we do have to run our ads. So get yourself a snack, a drink, stretch your legs, do all those things that you need to go do. We're gonna play our words on stream, so make sure you are. So feel free to play along, get anything that you need to go do. I'm gonna take a quick little break, drink some water. My mouth is so dry and I don't know why today. So we're gonna try to solve that. But yeah, enjoy some words, and I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes. Carly, that's what it feels like, but it's been an hour. Believe it or not, it's been an hour. Good job, Kimberly, Nay, and Colleen on the game. You guys are doing a very good job. You guys are doing a very good job. All right, I drank a lot of water, but my mouth is still literally dry. Kimberly, you're pink. I just realized that. Were you pink before camp? Before Camp Cup? Or were you different pinks? I'm now confused. I kind of feel like these are sticking out a lot, and I don't want to size them down. Maybe I just have too many of these. But I kind of like them all around. You know? You need a change? Okay. So it is a new color, and I'm not going crazy. Mia, have a good meeting. Color did Kimberly used to be. I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember anyone's colors. Pink's a winning color. Pink is a very good color, so you're not wrong. These a little smaller, too. Just little lights. Like that. Okay, so now we're gonna look for some, like, pots. Like, plant pots. And you know what? There are a few from Biz and Hobbies. We have those. That's not what I want, though. There's some in landscaping? No. What am I thinking of? There's some in debug. Or better, or live edit, you know. Where? Whoa. That's quite large. Let's see. These. I feel like these are good. Did I use these in the other builds? What did I use in the other builds? Let me pull up my images. I did. Okay, so I did use them in my other builds. Yeah, I used them like all of them. Okay, so that's what we use then. Also really like this little sign. She's very cute. I love the colors though. So, but we only just get a sign that's like a crystal store sign. This is a cute sign. Isn't this the sign from the Sim sessions? Morgan, welcome back. Just trying to shut down every time, even though I just drank so much caffeine. What the heck? What the heck? My brain keeps trying to shut down. But somehow I'm keeping it from not. I'm keeping it from not. Which is impressive because I woke up so sleepy. Cute. And like a nap. I know, I'm like, I would like a nap, but I got up at 11 a.m. I got up 2 hours before stream was supposed to start. So, I really need to do other work after stream. But all my brain wants to do is lay in bed and snuggle with a gimbal. You know? What if I got like a little bench or something? Something lately, but I've been needing that so much extra sleep. I hate that. Like, I hate when your body's just like, actually, we really need more sleep. And I'm like, you have so much sleep already. Why do you need more? It's honestly really rude of bodies to do that. This is a good. This is not all black. I was kind of hoping for like an all black bench. We have that, but I'm like looking for like a metal bench. You know that you see at like a shopping center? Kawaii, welcome in. How are you? You don't have like a good metal bench? I guess that kind of has that vibe to it. That one's mostly wood. Why do we have two different ones? Street bench? Oh, one's debug. I was like, why does there two of the same one? Yeah, I guess we'll use this one. So in my photo, there's like some benches that like kind of sit around. But now I'm like, does that look good? I bring this forward. Like this, and then put like some benches. Kind of up on the sidewalks. Like that. So just definitely a little bit of space to sit. It's a shopping center. So we had a trash can. Like some of these like more decorative looking ones that everyone uses for this kind of place. Maybe we'll put it like that works. I feel like that's a good spot to put a trash can. Like in this corner. Yeah. All right, this is looking like a shop. I need some lights. And I think I want debug ones. And I probably want outdoor lights. What were the ones that I used in the other builds? What pack were they from? I think they're business and hobby debug. Yes, these are those I've been using. But maybe we should use like a nicer. That's a stoplight. That kind of like is cute. So maybe we do want a little like bobble on it, but it's also still very short. And sizing it up seems like a pain. I feel like some nicer lights would be better because it's a nicer complex, nicer little shopping center. This is new. These are good ones. These are some good lights. So maybe we'll put one. What direction would they normally face? In? Out? Which direction would they normally sit? Well, now I'm confused. Now I'm like, what do I do? How do I build? I think they would face out. Kind of like that. These actually glow. They do glow. A lot of these debug lights don't work. I was don't let me, but I just drove past this mansion. They had a giant life-size horse statue of silver or something. Like, it was weird, and it had wings. It had wings. It was a Pegasus. That's kind of wild, though. I hope you're being safe, though. I hope you're being safe and you're driving. Okay. This is looking cute. This looks really cute. I like it. I need a crystal creations. Like, I need like a crystal sign. Like, I need a shop sign. So let's look at our sign options. So we have like these ones, which I feel like these ones are honestly not bad for like this style of building. If I light that off. That's not the signs. Here are the signs. Horse with wings, so it's Pegasus. Yeah, that's probably like a Pegasus, which is still wild. Do we have a crystal like a jewelry store icon? I think we do. What if we build a karaoke bar at some point? I just saw the icon for like singing. What if we built karaoke? Is there not a jewelry one? I swear there's a jewelry looking one. This is the jewelry one. It's literally that. Should we do it in the black or the white? The white's barely visible. Jealous of my brain is also saying it. Hey, and that's okay. That's okay. It was more of like horse with wings. Oh, that's a Pegasus. Not like, oh, hey, that's a Pegasus. Just so you know, like it was more not. It was not so much a telling you what it was, but more being like, oh, that's a Pegasus. So it was also my brain processing it. Is also what that was. Ooh. Oh. I think I like that color. Cute? Too much. That might be too much. But I feel like it is cute, though. Let's get a little, like, drain. Goes through the top part. A little drain. It's a very ranch slash farm style mansion. So very weird. It is very weird. Back on the state. I'm assuming I'm home. Be safe. A choice for sure. It's definitely a choice. And like I kind of like it, but I feel like it might be too intricate for our style. I feel like if we had something like that was less intricate and just more like decor. Go stuff like this. That doesn't feel right though either. We have our store sign. Let's see, which one do we like the best? I like the one with the eyelashes. I like that one. That's kind of cute. Our little business sign. And then we also have this sign, but that's more like an exit looking sign. This is I'm actually really liking this. And this is really cute. The like stuff we have. I don't know if it's anything business hobbies is what we're looking for the rest of this. Like in the exterior. Are we done with the exterior? Maybe we're done with the exterior. I think she's very cute. I'm kind of considering taking this and putting that there to kind of make it look so it doesn't just like end like that. Yeah, because I can't bring the platform all the way to the edge. So I think we'll do that, and it just kind of makes it look a little bit more flow. Has a little bit more flow to it. I like this. I think this is very cute. I do kind of want something for up here. I can't bring my window any up higher. Like I could bring it to like that high. And my babies look so old. I got a picture from little sticker, and he looks so big. Aww. Dude, they just never stop growing. They never stop growing. No, that's just a little bit funky. Yeah, I kind of want something for up here, like a wall decor. Let's kind of see what we have. Like, maybe University might have something. It has these. That's really big. This is like a Brychester plaque. Interesting. No, I don't like it. And like the image that I'm using as my reference, it has like a almost like a window shaped just like decoration. But it's not like a window, it's just like a decoration kind of thing, and I just don't like it. Maybe too much though. I don't know. I'm not sure if I want hanging plants. Mostly because the hanging plants that I would put outside are debug, and I don't want to deal with placing them. But I don't know. I want to have like some like crystal-y things out probably because it's a crystal shop. I just don't know like what I would use. Like this is almost kind of like what it has above it. I don't hate that. Make it white to blend with the windows. I'm not using Star Wars in this build. I refuse. Fence feels right for a crystal shop. Lots of plans. Valid, but I feel like that's more of like an inside thing. I feel like they wouldn't be allowed to like put a lot of stuff outside. A clock. I just don't know if it wanted to feel like a clock tower. But we can look for a clock. We can see what kind of clocks we have. Let's do clock tower. I don't know. I think I just, because I have a picture in my head, I'm like, it needs to have this thing, but it doesn't really have to. We'll look at it later again to see how I feel about it. But let's go on the inside. That's exactly what it is. It's very like train station versus clock tower. That's what it is. So the thing is, so we need to figure out how we're going to do residential, because I don't love the idea of having residential in this world. I don't like having the idea of residential in this world. But I don't want to put these in my save file without them having someone to run the stores. So we need to have at least 3 Sims for this world, because we're going to have 3 small businesses. A retail store I don't think has to have an owner to function, but I could be wrong. I don't think they have to have an owner to function. So I just don't really want maybe a pharaoh. What do you mean by a pharaoh? Having a pharaoh run? What do you mean by a pharaoh? Like an Egyptian pharaoh? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean, Mateo. Like I need someone to own each business, but I don't really want them to be in these builds, but I don't have anyone else in the other worlds that would run these businesses. So I'm like, if I did Windenburg, like Windenburg people could own these, but I don't want to wait till Windenburg to release this one in Newcrest, because this is supposed to be accepted with Newcrest, so this is going to be uploaded with Newcrest. So I don't know what I want to do about that, but we'll see. Also, I'm realizing that all of this area has these lights, so I might not put lights here. I'm gonna leave them for now, but I might just also change them out to be those ones. Anybody in Newcrest on them? No, so like all the Sims that we have, like a lot of them already run or work at small businesses, and I don't have anyone that would really own a movie theater or a jewelry store or like a gamer cafe. So that's the problem, is I don't really have anyone that would run these businesses in any of the save files in any of 3 of the worlds, which is the problem. Because I was looking through them and I was like, could anyone run these? And I'm like, I don't really think anyone that I have would really run a store like this. So I have apartments over one of the shops. We could always have all the apartments in one shop. But no, you can't have a multi-purpose, like you can't have a multi-residential and multi-purpose lot. So like my current thought is like they all have an apartment with them, like next to it or above it. I just don't like the idea of having residential in this world, is my thing. And I guess I could always move them in the future and have them be a Windenburg resident or like a future resident. But I don't know. I don't know. One of the lots just be an apartment complex. But I already have like ideas. Like, I already have plans for all 3 of these lots. Residential, retail, lot for one, right? And have them all be one household. We could do all one household. That is a good that is a good point. We could do all one household, and they all run a different business. Let me go to not activity skills. I need lighting. I need lighting in here to see. So that is not a terrible choice, and I feel like this one might be the best one to do that in because we have a nice upstairs. I don't know if the other 2 will be multi-story, and I think the movie theater will be multi-story, but it's just not going to be the second floor isn't going to be functional. It's just going to be there for the look of everything on the outside. So for here, I guess we could always add like an entrance on the side or something maybe for the upstairs, but we'll figure that out later. Only family that owns the entire town. Maybe they're literally, maybe we have a family named Magnolia. I actually kind of like that, Mateo. I have a household that is 8 Sims that are going to live in a building. There's bottom floor stores and then 2 residential floors. They're technically one household as roommates. Oh, I like that. I wish you, I really like that. I wish you could run, like you could have multiple businesses open at the same time. That way, if you do that, I wish you could. And something that you can't. So, it's a jewelry store and a class. Like a class, like you can take classes here. Maybe look back at a good meeting. So, in terms of floor plan, I feel like the class area can be all one. Like, I don't feel like it doesn't have to have rooms. So, where's the hobby board? Is the hobby board fixed? These and skills. Like, is this fixed? If Dave is on one lot, I just can do residential rental at the same time. You can have them on a lot, but you can't have them all running at the same time. You can't have each one running at the same time. You can only have one running at once, I believe, on the lot at a time, which is annoying. Because I've tried to, when we did Biz Hobbies playthrough and we had the 2 Sims living together and one was a tattoo artist and one was a potter, I could only run one of them at a time. This is annoying. It is dumb. A way around that is kind of like make them all the same stores, but it's not as fun when you do that. And like just have all of the activities that you can do on and have one business, but again, it's not as fun. So I feel like we could do our classes here. I thought about possibly having it over here, but I like the idea of this being a display area, but maybe not. Maybe because it fits very well right here. So this half could be the like the business, like the class area, and the other half could be the shop area. Because like if we could put a bunch of these here for classes. There's also like, do we want lecture classes or do we want active classes? Because we also could like do both as well. Because lectures you can have more people attend. Those are not evenly spaced, are they? Yeah, these aren't as evenly spaced. So put this out. We do something like that, and like the teacher could be here. Active is more fun though. True, very true. So we could do that, and I feel like we should have like a good color ones because I think we're going for like a gemstone, like gem tone color area because again it's a crystal shop, so like you got to kind of have colors. Don't like the red. We'll have a gray. Um, okay, put a purple here and a purple here, and then we can put a teal there, a teal here, and this can be like the dark blue. And then they're all kind of, we have just a few different ones, and none of them are like in the same. Or we could do each of them has, each color has their own row. I don't love that as much. I kind of like them mix up. It's like falling out of my chair. Ow! I just ran my knee into my desk. I don't love that for me. I don't love that for me. Give me small business stuff. Small business. I need a kiosk. What's the other item that it recommends? Okay, kiosk and sign. So I have both of those. So now for displays, does business and hobbies, not business and hobbies, Crystal Creations have a lot of like surfaces? Let me also open my reference ideas for the shop. So not a ton of surfaces or displays. So maybe we'll go with business and hobbies for our displays. Back to small business. So like, how many displays do we have? Let me, okay, so we'll go back to surfaces. Nope, not that. Surfaces. So we have a bunch of these. We have these tables. I kind of like these tables. Or these ones. Maybe we'll use, that one's also good. It's shorter than that, but also having two different height tables is fine. We could even like make a little display that's like that. That's a cute like front of the room, front of the store display. I don't make these like light colored. Please don't do that. We have like a display like this in the front of the store. That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. And then we also need a cash register area. We're not gonna, it's not gonna be a functional cash register area because they don't need, like, they'll just come in and buy stuff, but I do want an area that'll be like for a cash register. So maybe let's look for a desk that has, nope, yeah, we can get one of the desks like this, but actually that's kind of ugly. So maybe we'll just get a desk, like a regular desk, and we'll put a computer at it to look like a cash register, but it's not gonna be a cash register. So I think that's a good idea. So can I could just use one of these. But maybe we should use the Crystal Creations item to get more of that in here. Oh, there's not really any other tables. Like I can't put a thing on that. Okay, so but I do like using dining tables as stuff. So we could put one of these like over here and put a computer on here. Like that. And that's like our cash register area. And then we can make that so that only like the owner and stuff can use it. And like a little chair. Well, that doesn't slot there. Okay, well, fine. I'll find a different chair. Okay, apparently desk chairs don't slot at dining tables, which is kind of dumb to me. But whatever. Let me find a different desk. These ones. Oh, I guess it is an actual desk. Okay, I guess we can use that one, and we'll get the chair from Crystal Creations. Sit with it. Like that. I don't know what colors I'm gonna use. Everything's kind of just a color right now. We'll kind of pick colors later on. So then like, this could be like our kind of like layout. And then we can have, whoa. We can have more displays. I want like shelf displays. Like something like these maybe. I have also those. I kind of like these glass ones. I just wish the base wasn't that big. I think it's ugly. Also could make our own shelves. Like that. Which I don't hate that. I've done this before. I don't know if they're all functional. But I actually kind of really like how that looks. So like different pedestals and stuff. Also have these. Oh, what if we had a glass shelf like that? I feel like glass might be better. Kind of tall. Kind of like that. That's also cute. I just don't know if that's functional. To like buy stuff off of. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. I can always play test it. So we can go with that for right now. Which ones are better? Well, maybe it has better colors. Oh, we'll do this one. We'll have like our own shelves. Let's pick out some like stuff from Crystal Creations really fast because I think we need like walls and everything right now. We only have one wallpaper? That's kind of wild that we only have the one. So I guess we gotta pick just one color for this to be. I do like the dark blue, but I kind of like the idea of it being a little bit of a brighter colored space. A little bit of a lighter, brighter colors. That orange kind of hurts my eyes. We could do white. But I don't know if I like the white. Although, you know what? It's not terrible. I just feel like it's not a great shade of white. Maybe with this like kind of light blue for right now. We also need to add windows to the rest of the building. I've also realized, why don't we just use these windows over here instead of another different window from Business and Hobbies? Like this. That's so much better. Oh, that's so much better. Cool. Okay. Put some more windows, like, over here, maybe. That'd be a good, nice spot inside to have windows. Like, 3 there. Center those a little bit. Those centered? There. Or that's perfectly centered. Nice. That, like, there. And that gets some nice sunlight in here. And would make everything, like, extra sparkly. Mia, have a great second meeting, and I hope it goes well. And if we end before you're back, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I just have the center, but like it doesn't really matter because it's a long wall. There's no centering for that. Let me put that like that. No, let's center these on our little class area. That everyone gets some like even lighting. Like that. That's nice. Okay, I feel that's enough lighting in here. Let's get some good floors. I don't think Crystal Creations had a floor, did it? No, okay. So, it's gonna have like a nice wood floor, I think. Not that. Morgan, welcome back! Maybe we do go with these ones. That's pretty pretty. Pretty? That's nice and pretty. Quite pretty. But I don't know if I like how just like long the floorboards are. Is that a weird thing not to like the length of floorboards? That's a pretty solid floor. I always go with Eco because that's like my go-to flooring. If it doesn't have the in-between kind of texture or like color that I want. I do like these. Oh, I like those ones actually. I think those are nice. I think those are very nice. I'm gonna bring a light over here. It still feels kind of dark in here, but it's probably because we have the dark wallpaper. So I'm liking this. So I change these to a dark wood. I could do like this darker wood. I just don't like how that really looks. Also, these are those centered. Sure, I don't care. Yeah, those are center of the wall, so they don't need to be touching. I don't know if I like that color. We can go with a slightly darker light brown. This one does not have that same swatch, so that's dumb. Why do they have the same swatch, Sims? We could make them black, and they would match the shelves in the back. I just don't like how dark those are. Maybe I use different tables. I don't know. Maybe we'll leave the tables like that. I have no idea. Maybe we'll go back to business and hobbies and look up some more business and hobbies things. Displays. I have to add a bathroom. Do I have to add a bathroom? Should I add a bathroom to my store? There's not space in like the back. Is there like a public restroom anywhere? There's a public restroom. We don't need to have a bathroom. Stairs upstairs. I think I might make it an exterior entrance to the upstairs apartment. Or like a side entrance. I don't think I'm gonna make it an interior entrance. Okay, so the space we have are like these. Which maybe I like these better than those. The bathroom is helpful there. Yeah. We're not gonna have another bathroom. The public restroom is like ideal, honestly. Put these here. Like that. Maybe we can throw some like these here. One thing I haven't done is I haven't done gameplay where like my sim will just visit a store to like go buy something with business and hobbies. So I don't know if they run out of stuff. In of use restaurant at your house. Exactly. I'm not gonna build you a bathroom. You don't need a bathroom. Ooh, I like that those are colorful on the top. Those are pretty. Now I'm like second guessing these displays here. Just like these. And these. Maybe not that color. It's like a stone. They do run out of stock. You have to restock. Okay. I haven't looked at those swatches. I guess those are pretty. Yeah, this stuff has some good swatches. Like it's not all like white, or it's not all like wood, not white. I'm just looking at white stuff. Okay, do we like the table display or these like pedestal displays better? My multi-build has the back room as bathrooms. Each door has a door to the center where the bathrooms will be. Oh, that's nice. That's a good way to do that. Which just would be like better. I'm kind of digging the display table. There's less like alt placement. Let me do something like this. And it'll be easier to like for them to restock. So I think that's cute. I like it. Back to small businesses. back to specifically business and hobbies. We're not gonna knit any of these. So maybe these will be like our jewelry displays. This will be like our crystal displays. That's the same color. I don't think these have the full same color. Like these are lighter. It's fine. They're close enough. We'll have this. Do we have this outside? You come in after you pay. So I'll probably have this be an hourly entry. Or no, maybe it won't have entry tickets. It's a store. And then we're going to have our class cost money. We won't do an hourly entry. But we'll have it there just in case someone wants to change it. But if we were able to connect all the lots in a save file with connected basement tunnel system, that would be cool. That would be fun, Mateo. What if we get some sort of divider to kind of separate the class area a little bit so that it's not like too in the way or like too much, you know? Just like a little bit. Like with these. Just for like a little bit of privacy. I don't know if I like those colors. With other ones that we have that have better colors, maybe. I just really like this one. And it's just really cute. Let's do that one. Like that. Maybe. Like angle this in the corner. No, I think we'll leave it like that. Or do we angle it? You know what? Let's angle this in the corner a little bit. Like that. This is our crystal shop. I feel like we should move all of this forward. Because then we have a lot of like just wasted space. Like that. And then we can have some more of like maybe these back here. Like this. Like that. Ah, no, I don't like those there. Ooh, I don't know if I like our layout right now. I don't know if I like this anymore. But in order to make things sellable, I think you have to have them on some sort of display. Versus like if I got like a dining table to put stuff on. Like one of these. I don't know if you can sell stuff off of this kind of table. Can anyone confirm or deny? You can't sell stuff off dining tables? Like, these are cute. No, for that I haven't tried. I've only used hobby shelves. Yeah, because I feel like they did an update not too long ago that was like so that you could use most surfaces, but I don't remember if that was what I remember. Like, if I don't know if I remember correctly or not. I don't just like these displays all that much that we have. I just don't like how this is set up. So we gotta get rid of a few of these. And we like center them more. Yeah, like that. That's better. Okay, Dizzy shirt is here. Heck yeah, Mateo! Let's put some pictures in Discord so we can see it. What color did you get? Maybe we'll do this. I don't know if I like it, but it's an option. Something else to get it. Okay, well, when you get it, it just shows a picture of it. Green. Green's a good color. Green is what I would have gotten. Can a sim restock these if they can't reach them? Well, a person can restock these, so like the middle ones. So we could do those. I wish they had like better colors. I wish I had a lot better colors. We'll do like that color. I don't like any of these displays. What's my problem right now? I don't like my layout. I don't like anything that's going on right now. We're gonna change things up, I think. Let's get to work have something like that. Not really. Not that I like. I don't like get to work stuff. Like trying to decide where I want this class to be. I could put it there. It'll be a smaller class. I wish I didn't have to see this thing right here, like the spacer thing. Like these can't be the class because they're not. They have to be in the little lines to be part of the class. So we could do our class there. And then should we have maybe we have our class in a separate room. Maybe we do close it off. Maybe we do that. Is that okay, so undo this, which move them back to where they were. So we could do that. And this is where you take your class. Put them back to back in a row. Like this. We could. I just don't know if I love that. Does a metaphysical shop or jewelry shop help? I mean, I have a few open. But they're just not helping. I just don't know how I want to lay everything out. It's annoying me. That's all. And like this could be our regular shop area. And we could get some doors. Like that. If you want to fit any more, yeah. I don't know if I want to fit any more though. I feel like this might be enough. What if we got an archway? What if we got an archway? Maybe a 2-wall archway. Do we really have 2-wall archways? I guess we do. Like an archway. And then get some curtains. And kind of have them be curtained. Maybe from this side. Like that. Okay, we have a small shop, covered a few selling shelves, and added a desk. Moved some of the items for sale to the desk, and I gave me the small symbol for when I added them to a selling shelf. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Pimka. I appreciate you checking that. We could do this. Goblin is bringing me an energy drink. It's almost like he loves me. I love that for you, Goblin. I miss energy drinks. I can't have them with my ADHD or with my Adderall. I could have 2 or a 1 wall. Then I could have these be closer like that. And it'll like look right in my head. Dude, that's too short though. But I don't want to use a spandrel. I can just use a skinnier thing. That works. Maybe use a square one. I like the square one. That works. These are the ones without the like bits on the side. Like that. That works. Okay, so that'll be our classroom, I think. Our public room for the shop, it will do. Probably. Label has a Lizzy emote on it. It does. It does have my emote. And it's very cute. Okay. Small business. Look at some shelves. I just don't want it to be like too, like the dark colors be too dark. Because the image that I have, I really like, and it's like very bright and light colored. And I kind of like that vibe for here. But, I don't know. Let me go to that table that I liked. Dining table. I really like these tables. I think these would be cute display tables. But again, I feel like these might be hard for the Sims to be able to restock themselves. Have these. Ooh. We could do this with a rainbow tablecloth for our crystal store. That's cute. Maybe we'll put like these kind of shelves. Or maybe we'll do, let me go to the hobbies. Surfaces. Do we have any like shelf? No. So what if we look at like shelves? Use like actual shelves with them on the wall and not like a shelving rack. If it's so good, it does fit really good. I might change the wall color too. These are really good actually, because I feel like these, like something will be able to slot to every one, and like the slots won't be weird if we use these. These are from not Cool Kitchen. This is from Sleep Bathroom. Believe it or not. And it'll make slotting things way easier. So we could do these. And our crystals can be here. Like the actual, like, crystals. Not the jewelry. Like that. Oh, I like those. Okay. They really stick out from the wall, but I do like them. We don't need to use these. The only thing with this is that I can't, if I have my table centered on the door, it's not centered in the room because I have this wall here. But I could bring that forward and move these forward a little bit. Or we could do them like this. Save space. Like this. Ross, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I'm having a good time. I'm a little bit builder blocked, but it's okay. We're figuring things out. We could do that. Sort of thing. Then we can have a good lunchtime. If we don't see you when you get back, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll do that. I'll be like, I'm so glad you like it. I could also put some like here. I wanted to. And then maybe we'll put like some chairs over here or something. Or like this, we could put displays over there as like example displays, but like your Sims are still gonna end up buying it, but who knows. And then we can get this back in here. That's our little like cashier desk space. I kind of want to change our wall color and maybe not use this one. Maybe we use this one, like keep this in like our room over here. But I don't know if I want to go for like the celestial vibe because this is very Crystal Creations, but it's like still very celestial, and I kind of don't want that too much. So maybe look at other wallpapers. That could be nice. That's not the vibe. We could do this one. But no, that's too I use that too often in like living rooms that I can't use it anywhere else. I can't use that anywhere else. Ooh. No, that has other color. That's too like gamer. Two of these. That's just like a solid color. Not a solid color, but like a lot of color there. Maybe could this is like a one wall. And like do the rest a white or something? Let's white walls feel boring though. Those feel too bright. What if we did I was gonna be like, what if we did gingham, but I feel like that's too cutesy. Gingham's too cutesy. Could just make it like a nice color. I'm like stumped on walls. We could do a brick wall for some of it. I don't know if brick wall gives crystal vibes. That's not really giving crystal. I feel like more of like a magical stone wall. Ooh, what if we use Enchanted by Nature in this? No, I'm not using Enchanted by Nature in this save file because this is an extension of Newcrest, and so it doesn't have any Enchanted by Nature. So if there's a picture that comes out while I'm in the middle of one, I don't usually add it in. So no Enchanted by Nature, unless maybe it ends up being the best option. But I don't know what to do. Why am I struggling so much? I need more wallpapers. Tile could possibly be a cute idea. I feel like maybe I should look at like other builds when people use this wallpaper, but maybe I'll look at crystal shops. Oh, I'm in my following app. Crystal shop. Just to kind of see maybe what other people use as their wallpaper. Let's do most popular. What are we using for wallpaper? It's like a not I don't like that color. This is like some siding. It's like a very dark kind of thing. So see, this is kind of like more what I want to go for. It has like I can't tell what the walls are. Is it Crystal Creations? Okay, they are using Crystal Creations wall, which is the same one that I had on. It just feels so dark. Maybe if I lighten up my floors, it'll feel better. Let's have to have ads again. What the heck is all these ads today? That's too much. Do I use eco? Why is it so hard to pick walls and floors? That's more of a roof texture. Not roof, like a ceiling texture. I think I hate all of my options. Question mark? I don't hate this. That's very light. And I don't know how I feel about that. One sister calling me a professional yappers. We are still on. It's not even 4 o'clock yet, so I'm still on for sure. Let me look at base game floors and have less options, and that might help. I just hate being a hater of light wood floors, you know? It makes things harder. I watched my show. How when I got home? Hey, well, I'm still on. I might stay on extra like later, but I also don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'm too mad at this. I need to like come back with better, with like a fresh brain tomorrow. This is the crystal shop. This is like the shop area, and then this is the classroom over here. I just can't think of a floor option that I like. What if I did tile? Like a cute tile floor. Or like a stone floor. Like a stone. Where's... Oh, I'm in base game. I was like, where's all the tiles and stuff? I was like, where are all my nice ones? There's something like these or something. What if we did that? Oh, ads have started. I'm so sorry. I was not paying attention. Ads have started. Enjoy some Warzone stream, and I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. Enjoy words.
Nice!
Let's go. You're speeding through these levels. Nice, nice. Look at you all go. So Kimberly, Nate, and Crampleen on the game. Look at you guys go. That's probably our last level that we'll play, or like last ad break we'll take. So I've been staring at this and I'm like, I like the floor, but I feel like it might be too much for this area. Also, I think Morgan asked where this is from. This is from Jungle Adventure. This floor is from Jungle Adventure, and it's delightful. I just don't know what walls. Like, do I just have white walls? I don't really want white walls, but like, do we just have white walls? Or I feel like it doesn't go with the rainbow table, yeah. I just feel like the floors don't go with the vibe of this shop in general, so I think we're gonna go back to a wood floor. And we'll just pick one. That's a nice floor. I think that's also like, maybe we'll do that one. That's a nice floor. It doesn't have weird, like, a weird texture either. Look at their own magic wallpaper. I didn't show the realm of magic wallpaper. I looked at that during the break. We looked at paranormal though. Oh yikes. That's so bright. The room, yeah, the other room has this is Crystal Creations. This shop needs to be moody. Yes, but also like I feel like it doesn't have to be all the time because it's crystals and jewelry and also like learning how to make jewelry. It's more so a jewelry store than a crystal store. Like we'll have some crystals, but it's more a jewelry store than a crystal store. So which is why I'm going for like a more light and airy kind of element to it. Like this one's gonna be the more moody kind of vibe, I think, is the classroom. So I think that's why I'm like struggling because I'm like I don't know exactly what I fully want in here. Maybe if I added more windows or like, what if we got plants? Not actually the skills. Rosy witchy instead of moody witchy. Yeah, I'm going for like more of a whimsy vibe. That's a great way to say it. We're going for whimsy. I want the curtain one is not in here. It's over here. Where is it? It's like I'm thinking like, what if we could put like this like, and like these. So maybe we do keep it white and then we just put a bunch of stuff around them. Like on the walls. What? Scale. Like 1.2. Perfect, honestly. Like this. Like that. Got the whitewashed brick as an accent wall. We could look. This one from that's not brick. Yeah, it is. That's not the whitewash. Like this one. I don't know if I like this today. We could do the unbent smoothness. So I love that. We also could do like one of these like ombre walls. Which I guess we don't really see the ombre too much because it's we don't have we have a platform. We could do like something like that. And have like a little accent wall with this versus like having like a brick one or something. I also want something different for our like little checkout desk. So I'll play with that at some point. But I feel like I kind of like where it's going now. I don't know about the curtain colors. I might always change the curtains out, but I feel like I'm okay with where it's going now. We have plants, and we can just kind of leave the walls on the more plain side. I think is okay as well, and we'll have a lot of fun rugs. I think we'll have a lot of plants. Like I'll probably put more stuff like this kind of thing, you know, whether it's more shelves or if it's like art or something like that. So we can also let me open Crystal Creations really fast. Show me everything. We have oh, these are all horizontal. I thought some of them were vertical. We could put like vertical artwork or something there. We'll need to make sure we put like those like wall things so that we have some of that. We have lots of plants that we could throw in here. We'll have like things like that and other table things. I always could have like some bookshelves or something. Enchanted by Nature. So I was just saying, because this is an extension of Newcrest and they're building this at the same time, I don't usually add in any new expansion packs that are added while I'm working on a specific save style. So I'm currently avoiding Enchanted by Nature. If it's truly the best thing, then I'll add it in. But currently, I'm not planning on using Enchanted by Nature in this save file. I was gonna get some like comfy couches and stuff in here, maybe. Is that weird to have couches? I mean, we gotta have to surface this really fast. Like, let's look at the miscellaneous. I feel like miscellaneous has a lot of good storage that we never really see. Like that. That's not really for jewelry, I feel. I want like some nice shelves. Or like empty bookcases that I could place things on. Sort of thing. We just don't have a lot of good ones. I'm doing better. I could make custom built shelving units. But I don't like doing too many custom things for the save file because I don't want it to break on people. I want to avoid having broken builds. We do have those from not Enchanted by Nature, Crystal Creations. I don't hate these. I guess that could be an option. Because I do kind of like the idea of like mismatched shelving and stuff. These are cute. They are cute. And believe it or not, it's from the restoration workshop. What else do we have? That's not really gonna hold much. I think our best option, like something holding a lot, is like the cubes, but I don't want to use cubes. Broken enough. We don't want to broken builds. Exactly. I don't want to have like broken builds that people can't really use. I wish I could just like use some of the bookshelves as like shelves. That are like kind of this-esque kind of shelving unit. Maybe this can be our adversary. I'm gonna put that over there. I don't hate that. Maybe I make our home functional, and that was freaking hard. It's hard to make a micro home functional, especially when you're first trying it out. It can be definitely challenging. I'll play around with that over here a little bit, maybe. Yeah, I don't like any of these like storage things. These shelf things. We need better shelves in this game. That don't have anything on it that I can like just put stuff in. Look at bookcases. Aren't these like mostly empty? Not really. Which makes sense because they're bookshelves, but why can't some of you be empty? I don't really want to use cubes. So I could make some shelves with Book Nook, but I don't know how well stuff stacks on there. Or like slots onto them. Not show all. Oh, yes, it's one. Like we could do some more like custom built ones like this. Maybe in like a light brown. I don't hate that. This is not what I was quite thinking, you know? We could do that as an option, maybe. We can play around. I think we're gonna stop here though. I think I need to come back to this tomorrow with a more awake brain and like just fresh ideas and thoughts. I was hoping to finish this today, but I guess not. So I do tentatively have our Magnolia Promenade project scheduled for the next 2 weeks. So it's very possible to be playing this for like working on these builds for 2 weeks. So like I do have 2 weeks out for this to like finish the entire thing. We do got this. We do got this. And it's gonna be great. It's gonna turn out well. I haven't been awake for very long, and that's throwing me off, and I feel like my brain isn't working well enough for it right now. So we're gonna go find someone to raid. So let's see who's on. Let's close all these like extra tabs that I have. So let's see who's playing some Sims today, shall we? Who's here? Who's playing some Sims? Just need a break and then come back to it. Exactly. And I feel like tomorrow we'll be able to come right back to it and finish it rather quick, you know? So let's see. Who's here? Go ahead and grab some raid messages. If you're a sub, grab them with the animated emotes. If you're not a sub, grab them with cool cats, because cats are cool, and so are you. None of my like 4 o'clock friends are on really right now. That are like playing The Sims. So that's goofy. None of our friends are really on. Thank you for hanging out, Roz. It was lovely seeing you today. Let's see. Who's doing some stuff? I feel like no one's doing a lot of building. I feel like people are doing a lot of like gameplay. We have some 100 challenges going on. We have some save file building going on. I also could just go see a friend not playing The Sims. A lot of people are not playing The Sims today. Let's see, who's doing other things? We could go over here. We have a friend doing like an occult 100 challenge. It's always fun. Let's go over here today. Let's go over here. So go ahead and grab some messages. If you're a sub, grab them the cool cats. If you're a sub, grab them the animated news. If you're a sub, grab them the cool cats. Cats are cool, and so are you. And if you're a sub, you can also grab them with the cool cats, because cats are cool and always. So anyone can grab the cool cats. But go ahead and grab those messages. We're gonna go see our friend Nard Villain. Nard is doing a he's doing a Sims 4 Reaper Legacy. So I don't know what's going on completely. But he has a fairy sim, like an emo fairy sim right now, hanging out. So let's go see Nard. He's only just started as well, so he's just getting into it. So let's go say hi to Nard. And if you guys don't know Nard Villain, it's very possible you'll know him. You'll recognize him from TikTok. He's a very, very lovely human being. He makes great videos and everything, so he's a lovely place to hang out. So go ahead and grab those messages. You don't have to see the stream at the top of, or the raid at the top of your stream or at the top of your chat. Refresh. If you see the raid button, it says, if you see the leave button, it says join. At the join button, it says leave. You're all part of the raid. You don't need to do anything. Wow, I literally cannot speak today. And make sure you're joining the raid. People often are getting left behind because of Twitch not joining people in the raid automatically. So in the event that you do get left behind, there'll be a link in the chat that you can grab. That'll take you over there. And thank you for the link, Morgan, as well. So you can go check out Nard. If you want to go over early, you can also do that. Just don't spoil the raid. Don't spoil the raid. But I love you all so much. Hopefully I will be a little more live tomorrow, both energy-wise and brain-wise. But I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye!